All
We
right.
don't talk about that, but yeah, they
Yeah.
we
Uh,
were located. No, nah, we good.
yeah, man. So this is episode 26, right?
Yep.
Yeah, episode 26. And yeah, man, the Celtics, they attempted to make history. We at halftime right now. They up by 17. Um, Drew isn't a believer in the 3-1 comeback this season. I am. I'm not saying it
No
will
comeback.
happen, but I mean it would be nice to win its history. I mean, I feel like it's gonna happen sometime. I wish it was the Lakers, but we see how that played out. But do you think the Celtics at least win tonight, given that they up 17?
Yeah, they got it rolling like this. I mean, it's possible they could choke, but I feel like they don't usually when their guys are all hitting like this, they usually don't end up
Mhm.
choking away these type of leads. But I mean, we're gonna see in that third quarter if Miami comes out strong. But I just feel like they've been able to answer the runs. Even if Miami cuts it down to 10, I can see them going on another run. They just got too many guys feeling it right now.
Mhm.
This could be most likely this game's a wrap. We're gonna see what happens back in Miami, game 6. I mean, I think I saw a stat. It was like um, teams that have led by 20 plus in this playoffs, 20 or
Yeah, it was like
more.
it was 18 or something like
Yeah,
that.
they undefeated, and Celtics
Mhm.
were up by 20 at one point in this game too. So, I mean, if I'm Miami, you better hope you better hope Gabriel's back. Gabe Vincent, Gabriel. You better hope Gabe Vincent's back because yeah, they're gonna need him. They're gonna need all the shooting they could have. Like they're gonna have to have a um the type of performance they've been getting out of these guys, like Caleb Martin, because Jimmy's struggling tonight. He hasn't been. He's had some moments in this series, but he hasn't really been uh great for this series. They've been kind of collectively playing well. Um, we'll see though. I don't believe I still don't buy the 3-0 comeback. I think the last time when was the last time that somebody even forced it. I think it was like the Blazers was the last team like forced a game 7. It was like Rasheed Wallace's Blazers. I want to say
I
it
mean,
was like I think it was
oh,
like
oh,
2001.
let's see.
I think it was 2001. Um, so forced a game 7 and then from a 3-0 and they of course they still lost. So, yeah. It was 2003. Blazers were down 3-0 to the Mavericks, and they
Were they
forced a
were
game
they the
7.
road team that year?
I'm pretty sure they would have wrote to me.
You said in 03?
Yeah, 03.
Do you see? I didn't watch it, but did you ever like? Did a lot of people think they were gonna win that
Nah,
series?
I mean, once it got to game 7, though, there was a lot of people like willing to like, oh snap, they gonna actually pull this off. But nah, before that, nah.
So so when it got to game 7, you didn't think you was still on a thing like they still gonna lose.
No. When it got to game 7, like it was like, damn, like they gonna pull this off. Like this is gonna be
Mm.
crazy. Like the Mavs about to choke this. Um, but yeah,
It's interesting, man. It's interesting. I wanna witness it, man. I just don't want to be um on my team to be on the other side of it because that's devastating. That's
yeah.
devastating as
The
hell.
different, but the key was though, the team coming back from 3-0 was the lower seed in that situation. While in this situation, like you said, it is easier to come back. I mean, it ain't never been done, but it's easier to come back if you the 3-0 down team and you have home court. It's just very unlikely that the team that is down 3-0 is the one with home court in the first place because you're not expected to be in that situation at all. Um, so
Yeah, I
it's like
remember
it's
you telling
a
me
unique
like
aspect.
when the Red Sox they came back in 2004.
Yeah, they came back. That was in the ALCS, so basically conference finals, just like it is. And they came back against the Yankees down 3-0. The difference in that though is all their comeback wins was clutch, clutch, clutch all the way down the road. It was like timely hitting, walk offs, extra innings. It was that type of comeback. It was like it was that. It was crazier in that way that they did it because they literally had to be on the edge of their seat every single game to try and make this comeback. It wasn't like they had any just like easy, we just beat them by 5 runs or 3 runs or anything like that. Like Boston's having this comeback and they blowing the brakes off them right now. At least in game 4 and not game 5. Which I feel like that's kind of how they need to do it if they're going to pull this off. They can't be playing around. They can't have any close games. They got to come out and they got to be on fire on all cylinders. So, and that I know in that that freaking 3-0 that Mavericks series, like the Mavericks, I think they damn near blew them out. I think they blew out the Blazers in like every win that they had. The Mavericks in the 03 series, I want to say it was like almost every win that the Mavericks had was like a blowout or like double digits.
When they started off 3-0?
Yeah. And the game 7, when they won game 7, like it was a comfortable win. Like it wasn't like a nail biter or nothing like that. But they did in the games that the Blazers won, the Blazers blew them out as well. When they were making their comeback, they blew them out as well. I think there was like one game that they had like a really close win, Blazers, but they blew them out in like in the 2 of those 3 wins, they blew them out. And but yeah, that was a 3-6 matchup in 03. And then that was the year I believe that was the year the Spurs beat the Mavericks and Steve Kerr was huge. That was like probably Steve Kerr's last time he had like a notable NBA playoff moment, like basketball, like actually like contributing.
2003, huh?
Yeah, in the playoffs, I remember he had like I can't remember what game it was. He had a big game, I remember, where he has hit like some crucial threes off the bench in one of those games. And that was like probably the last time I think we ever heard from Steve Kerr as far as like contributing like to in regards to basketball on the court. But that was the last time I remember like he had some big shots for them or just big contributions off the bench for them in that series against the Mavericks. I'm pretty sure that was the I'm pretty sure that was the conference finals. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, but yeah, we got the play-by-play. We can't.
This man said show the game. Hey, we were showing the game. Man. We literally showed like 5 minutes, and the NBA located us and was like, "All right, pack them up."
Yeah, NBA.
Yeah, because I had no intention of showing more than just like we didn't even show the rest of the half. It was like 5 minutes to go in the half. We showed until the commercial break, and then we stopped it. And I was like, "Nah," they were like, "Nah, they showed too much." But
NBA trying to slime us out.
Yeah, the only way we probably could have got away with it is if it was like literally probably like a minute of game time, maybe. But like if it's like a close ass game and it's like a minute to go, we might be able to try and get away with it. But it's it's questionable.
Maybe. Hey, so Drew, I want to ask you about this. So it's been news ever since the Lakers got swept by the Nuggets about LeBron retiring. What do you think?
Yep. Not happening. Cap, super cap. he over here just he got to be in the 24/7 NBA news cycle. He got to be in that conversation. So LeBron got to have everybody thinking about it. Oh, is this going to be the last we see of LeBron James? Is he contemplating retirement? Absolutely not, man. This man wants the full goodbye Hall of Fame tour. I'm gonna be leaving. This is my last moment in this city. This is my last time playing in front of my Cleveland fans from years ago. It's my last time playing. He's gonna want that, and he's gonna also want most likely to play with his son, which I think is what he's waiting for. I think he wants, even if it's not going to be on the same team, he wants to maybe go have a game where like he lines up against him, and he could like be on the court, sharing the court with his son as an opponent. Even that's something I think he definitely wants, and he's gonna play at least until he's 40, I think, to get to it. So I don't buy it at all. Even if he's not superstar level or whatever, he's still gonna be a star. Even at 40, I still see him being a star, and I don't see him quitting until he gets that or retiring or whatever. He's definitely gonna want both. Like he's seen some of like his all time great peers have that goodbye tour or whatever it is.
Yeah,
and so I'm sure he's
gonna want.
Yeah,
had one.
Kobe. Of course,
Bean.
Kobe. Yeah,
yeah. I don't think
Duncan.
Melo
Duncan's the only one that really
didn't have one.
Yeah, Melo. Well, because Melo kind of got like he didn't have a choice.
Yeah, Melo kind of got pushed out the league.
I mean, he could. He didn't have a choice to like have it in a way that he would probably want, anyways. Like he probably could have been on some teams, but I'm sure he wanted to be on. If he was going to play, I'm sure he wanted to be on the team that had a chance to win.
Yeah, like I think like Melo. I think Melo didn't go out because he just didn't want to play no more. It was almost like no team just wanted to sign him. When I think he actually had some game. I don't know if he like I don't know. Oh damn, Al Horford. That one was tough. But I think he still had some game, but I don't know if he was just a every night role player for a team like that. I don't know. But it's some guys that I watch, some guys that I see that's on NBA rosters. I'm like, okay, he could be on a roster. Like some team need like a veteran leader or just like
it's true.
Like a shot maker or something like that. But
I just don't think he wanted that role though.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yeah, I think probably the lowest he was going to probably come back for was like a 6-man type role on a contender.
Mm-hmm.
And like I don't think any contender was really, which was kind of what he was with the Lakers, but I don't think Lakers couldn't want him back, and I don't think
the Lakers they was more after that season when they missed the playoffs. They wanted to get younger. They wanted to have like guys who wanted to compete defensively, I guess. And that wasn't what Melo was really on.
Yeah. Only problem is if you did that, they would have got you out of there quick. They would have got you out there faster than us, trying to show the whole game.
The whole game. You were streaming the game because the only reason I noticed is because like I was like, what happened to the viewers? Because we had some viewers on there, and then it instantly went to 0. And then I tried to find the clip, and it wasn't there. It wasn't even on YouTube. And then I took my messages, and then Deja texted me, and she was like, "It's showing this black screen." I was like, "Oh yeah, they got us." The NBA onto us.
Yeah, I thought that's why I cut it off too. Right when I went to commercial, I'm like, you know what, we probably should have
shut my phone anyway. I'm trying to get what Justin in, man. Justin has some. Damn, I don't know what I did with my phone. That quick.
Well, he was trying to get on here too.
Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm watching the game on my phone.
Man,
I'm tripping, bro. This is Marcus Smart, an idiot.
Miami been careless as hell with the ball. Damn.
$16-point game. Oh shoot, that's hilarious. Wait, who in the private chat? Oh, I ain't no using that. What's up? Oh, you brought me? What up, man?
What's up, fellas?
Hey, bro. Hey, we're not gonna speak on that. We're not gonna speak on that.
Speak on what?
When I
What
was
I
looking for
can't,
my
what I,
I was looking for
what
my
I can't
phone.
come in here and speak on, Destin. I just want to know, Drew. What's
I'm
happening,
talking
my guy?
when I was looking for my phone.
Oh, okay. You know, people be a little bit slow sometimes. It's all right. Man, how y'all feeling about this? How y'all feeling about this playoffs matchup with Boston and Miami? You think Boston can pull it off?
I think they can pull it off. Drew isn't a believer. He don't want to witness history, man.
Drew, what's wrong with you, man?
No, I mean, like I said, I give them a 10% chance to do it. That chance goes up if this fool Gabe Vincent misses another game, then that's probably like a 50% chance. Yeah,
you a fool. What you got?
I don't know, man. You know, we ain't never seen nobody come back from a 3-0 lead, but if this happened right here, whoo! I'll take my hat off to the Boston Celtics right now.
Nah, for real. What up, Dev?
How will this game affect LeBron's legacy?
Man.
Right?
He came in no business.
What up?
This game
is a good game.
Nah, it's an excellent game, bro.
Yeah, if you're a Celtics fan, it's a good game.
Dev, what percent you give the Celtics to come back in this series?
I had them winning this game. I had Miami winning next game. But the way it's looking, the defense kind of stepped up. I love that Tatum's guarding Jimmy more because Tatum can match up better with him more. I'm going to give him a little higher than Drew. I'll give him 30.
30, okay.
But if they win this game, I might have to go up. And if they win the next game, I might go up to 80.
80?
I'm not a betting man, though.
No. If they win Game 6, then yeah, I'm probably going to I'm definitely going more in their favor for Game 7 for sure.
No, because the thing is, you know, it's crazy. This is giving Denver more film on whichever team, though. That's what I'm seeing. Because I'm seeing like the ball movement of Denver. I can see how they can beat that zone because Denver's probably the best spot up shooting team in the league, and whichever one they abuse the switches. And that's my problem with Boston Celtics. They don't mismatch hunt a lot versus the Heat.
You damn right.
Yeah, Fly don't like the Heat.
I'm dead.
Oh, what's your team, Fly Young? Fly Guy.
Man, we ain't even gonna speak on my team right now, man. They somewhere in Cancun and Greece, wherever they at.
Dev, guess what his team is? Can you guess now? What his team is?
He's saying Greece, so I'm guessing Milwaukee.
You damn right.
What that Bucks? Bucks post.
But hold on, bro. Hold on. To be fair, this season isn't a failure.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's not a failure. It's a steps to success, man.
I still will not get over so many people letting this man get so many people praising him for that and letting him get away with those comments. I'm sorry.
No, it's because Giannis if it was LeBron or Tatum or anyone else, he wouldn't cook.
And then they gonna come up with a commercial like basically like, it make it seem like Kobe was co-signing that. Kobe not co-signing the postseason failure.
Yeah, he was talking about in life. He was talking about in life. It was
like
a good thing.
Like your game or something like that.
Yeah, I was confused. I'm like, Kobe. Yeah. I heard Kobe say he failed. Like this man lost final say, no, he failed.
Yeah.
I remember that, man.
Yeah, when Kobe lost in the finals, it was a failure. Like don't test that to Kobe.
They tried to use like Kobe's general thing on like. Yeah,
like nah, man. Yeah, nah, I ain't with that.
Yeah, they try to use like what he said about like in life improvement and progress and like not giving up, even if like you.
And I appreciate you tapping into the all-time draft desk though that night, another day.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Had to go support y'all.
That was hilarious.
You was wilding, man.
Draft for what?
I forgot what team I forgot who I drafted.
Oh yeah, on his channel, like they had an all-time draft. They were drafting players and they were drafting like bench players, and I forgot who Dev had. Dev had some bullshit.
What was your picks? What was like your first 3 picks?
Well, I'm going to go back to the video and see.
Hold on. So
you don't even remember?
It was a draft for bench players.
Hey, good mid-range work, Tatum. No, they drafted a starting 5, and they drafted.
It had to be bench players only. I hated that rule. Okay, I had the last pick.
You know your last pick?
Yeah, I picked for my first picks. My team was Magic Johnson, Harden, Dr. J, Ewing. I'm not Ewing, Garnett, Jokic. Then off my bench, I had Kevin McHale, Michael Cooper, Robert Parrish, and I think
Well, you
and
you got to see
that's it. That's it.
That's a
My
weird.
fault.
I mean, it's a
Nah,
weird ass team fit wise. The
Yeah,
talent is
yeah,
great, but it's
exactly.
yeah.
like,
That's the it
And,
fit.
but
That's the
you got to see the other teams, like the other people. I'm like, bro, why you getting Kevin McHale, Robert Parrish, and shit? Like,
No, that's the. I was tripping because I couldn't think of no other center. I'm like, what other backup center? Like, because it had to be specifically a center that came off the bench, so it couldn't be
yeah,
like a all time. So I'm
I
not
heard,
gonna get JaVale McGee. I'm not gonna get. Yeah, it was trash.
I heard somebody say Austin Reeves or something like that.
You could have
No,
said Shaq,
it
goddamn
because
it.
it was hard. Like, because all the good bench players like Ginobili was gone.
And y'all was doing like like what's it called? Like when y'all draft like the first 5 people to go, then y'all go in reverse or something like that.
Yeah, snake
oh,
draft.
Snake. Yeah,
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then I think I did better than next draft. Hold on, I got Steve Nash,
Well, that was tough, Jalen Brown.
Michael Jordan. I got Steve Nash, Michael Jordan, Giannis. Is that Ron Artest? Oh no! Oh, the next one was a top 75, so we can only do top 75 players only. The official NBA top 75. So I had to get Paul Eisen, unfortunately, for one of my last picks.
Wait, who?
Paul Eisen,
Man, look,
because
I'd rather just not play.
exactly like this thing, and I'm gonna make another video. My official top 75, like who I'm taking out. All those old guys.
Yeah.
If you're not,
See,
if your name's not Bill, George Michael out of there. I'm sorry. If your name's not Bill Wilt, you're pretty much out of there.
yeah, I ain't gonna lie. What I think they should have did with top 75, is redid the entire list. Like to me, because
Yeah, they just added onto it.
yeah, all they did was add 25 players, and I don't think that was like really fair. Like I would say if you made the top 50, cool, had it on your resume as you a top 50 player when the list came out.
And they played the hell out of Dwight too.
And
Why
and
they
Clay,
make
Dwight and Clay. Clay was number 77.
like bro,
You know what? I
Was
don't know if
Dame
Clay is
on
top
there?
75 to be
What's
honest though.
something about Dame?
I don't know if
Dame made it.
but
They had Dame on there
No,
and
really
AD
but-
on there.
But
over
Drew,
Dwight.
I rather have Clay than some of those Ricky,
Oh, well, yeah.
Ricky Owens, whoever was on there,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the guys are playing the 50s. I already give me if we doing
like, bro,
that, then
it's not 75 players better than Kyrie. Like, I'm sorry. In NBA history, bro, it's not. Drew, I'm not trying to hear that shit. It's not.
That is like the best point guard I ever seen play. And like,
Best point guard you ever seen play.
Wait, what?
see his wife couldn't let him
It's
get
good.
down.
It's
Damn,
good.
damn.
His
Wait,
Wi-Fi
wait,
couldn't let
wait.
him get it. His
The
Wi-Fi couldn't
authorities
let him get it.
apprehended him while he
Fly,
was making those comments.
Your
The FBI was like,
Wi-Fi just
They're
saved.
like,
you,
hold on a second.
You don't gotta say that again.
He said let me not embarrass let me not
Wait,
embarrass
what's he talking
himself.
about?
Yeah, his Wi-Fi won't miss.
His Wi-Fi knew he was
Well,
saying some bullshit.
To save him, maybe he said maybe he was gonna say live because the best point guard I seen live play was Trae Young. He's the best point guard I seen. No, I'm lying. Russell Westbrook. I saw Russ play live. I'm lying.
Best
From my birthday.
The best point guard I seen play live, probably
Chris Paul for me.
I know he's diamond.
Probably Ja. Just off the top of my head, because I mean the Rockets games I've been to. I didn't see Kyrie play. Lakers point guard was who? I don't know. I went to a bunch of Lakers games, but unless we count Harden as a point guard or LeBron when he played point guard or whatever.
Oh well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's the case, then the best point guard I've seen is Chris Paul, LeBron, and Harden. Then those are the best point guards I've seen.
I've been to some trash games. I've been to a Hawks Pistons game. When we had Dwight Hawks game, when we had Dwight Howard Hawks. Well, the Hawks Bull game was good. That's when Io hit there.
Wait, what happened? You glitched.
Oh no, I said I've been to some trash games. I said I went to the Hawks Pistons games, Hawks Bulls games, Hawks when we had Dwight Howard. You know, I haven't been to great
Boston
like
making everything right now.
No, they're hot. You know what's crazy? I thought it was due,
You
but
ever-
the thing is, you got it.
I'm sorry, my bad. Excuse me, but have you ever been to a real championship game?
I wish.
Yeah, I
Like a
wasn't in there,
playoff
but I
game?
felt like I was in there. When we won
Oh
the
yeah,
championship, I called
after,
Destiny.
I
Man,
still
he was going
got that
crazy.
screenshot when you was at the forum
No, I was in the Deer District, man. Yeah.
or
I'll be
whatever.
real with you.
You was
Wait,
right by
what
the
game were
stadium.
you? What game were you at? You went to the.
Game 7. We won the championship
Oh.
the day
No, it was
before my
game 6.
I'll
No,
be
yeah,
real.
it was 6. I'm tripping. I said 7.
Yeah,
This
it's
is a
game
must-win
6.
game for Miami,
You
even though for
FaceTime me,
Boston, even though it's a must-win for Boston, but Game 6 is a must-win for Miami. Like,
Oh, absolutely.
yeah. You don't want to come back to Boston, bro. Game 7.
Yeah,
Only
the pressure's
person I
going to definitely
seen
be on them.
kill the Celtics. The Game 7.
and that's the thing. Like, even though they're down
Was the GOAT.
3-0, here's one thing I respect. Chill. He said, "You're not out. You're not." He said, "The series not over until the number 4 hit," and that's true because like in sports, anything can happen. Like especially like let's keep it boxing. Like, let's say you knock down Mike Tyson. Hey, the match not over yet. If he's not on the ground knocked out,
Mhm.
and the match not over. That's why and the NBA teams and the Celtics are a
Hey.
talented team. They can get hot. I'm not saying they'll come back. I'm not saying they'll do it, but hey man, you might as well kill. Let me not say that. I was gonna say kill the roach while I was down, but I want to compare it with a roach. It's
I
kind
mean, yeah, let's not forget. Like
Nah, you're
Boston
right.
had
Because them
every.
roaches will get back up and fly on your ass.
Yeah, Boston had every advantage. Damn, they're going to the series except for coaching. And
Yeah.
Well, what's your keys again, Drew? Because I
oh
like.
yeah, so yeah, these are the Drew's championship keys to victory. All right, every postseason, when you have two teams, the team that has this, I mean, except for the Celtics right now because they choking. I mean, not this game, but they've been choking this playoff series. The team that has this over the other team usually wins the series. I would say like 99% of the time, and that's talent, experience. Right. Oh no, I was saying this order: talent, health, experience, and then continuity.
I agree.
You have that over your opponent.
And was coaching one?
Coaching, I was not going to normally put that in there, but I feel like this Heat series is kind of making me have to, like, I guess,
put it in there
a little bit more. I would kind of put coaching as it in there with experience somewhat.
Okay.
If you have an experienced coach, but yeah, like I could see like the superior coach losing the series if they're losing those 4 criteria.
That's actually really a smart analogy because if you look in this playoffs, that's true. Because like, look at the Warrior series, the experience won. The Bucks series, the health got over them, and the continuity of the Heat won. Yep. The same thing with the Knicks, the continuity of the Knicks won. The same with the Hawks Celtics series, they're more talented, had better continuity, and they had experience advantage.
Same thing with the Sixers and Sixers Celtics too.
Sixers Nets. I mean, yeah, Sixers Nets. We knew that was going to sweep, and Lakers beating the what's it called? The
Grizzlies.
And Grizzlies and Warriors. Warriors had no continuity, and I think the Lakers was a more talented team this year. On paper, we thought it was the Warriors. Well, I don't know which team was more talented. The Lakers played like the more talented team. I'll say that.
I definitely think the Lakers.
And on that thing, like it doesn't have to be that they get every single one of them. They just have to have the majority of those over their opponent.
Got you.
So like, yeah.
Like talent can be a wash between the two, but the Lakers were clear in terms of continuity, but definitely because of how the Warriors been all season, been kind of shaky, especially starting with that sucker punch, and I think that just I don't know when things like that happen, like and it's lingering throughout the season, you know, it doesn't bode well for.
Is that Josh Peck?
But I think the major thing that with the Warriors was not just the punch that happened, the fact that the video came out.
Yeah, I think got leaked.
Yeah, I think that's what kind of screwed them. Like
it's the same thing with the Ime.
Yeah.
Same thing with Ime.
Oh, my bad. You were saying my bad.
I apologize. I was saying that it's the same thing with the Ime Udoka thing because like it got out and made things 10 times worse. Yes, it was bad that it happened. I'm not, excusing Ime Udoka, but when it gets out to the public, it's like makes anything 10 times worse because you try to handle something. It's like you have a family. Let's say you have a family matter, you try to handle it privately. Now the whole world knows your business. It's like, oh, now the situation's a little deeper than what it should be.
It's just like I think the law of averages caught up to the Heat. They're not shooting as well.
But Drew, you need to write that down though. Don't let nobody steal that little. I'm thinking about, like they got me thinking. I say write that down, trademark it,
telling
do
you, man.
something.
Next time I'm gonna make that a thing for real because if you look at it, damn near every playoff, you can go back even like past years. That usually ends up being what wins out. Is because everyone just you can look at a lot of different things, being like, oh, this team has the best player, or this team has whatever. This team is a super team, and there's a lot of things you could look at, but a lot of times if you just look at that usually is what decides it. It's because you could look at like we were talking about the Warriors and the Kings. That was clearly experience. That was a big. But we could even talk about the health aspect. That's always a huge factor every single postseason, and this year was no different. So yeah, I feel like and that could be a case right here if the Celtics come back. I mean, they already had all those advantages, honestly, and that health advantage. Yeah.
I love Robert Williams.
I like that rotation defense. They're getting open looks to the Celtics. Like they're not forcing up threes. Like the threes, like they're actually getting like open looks.
Who's that? I hear somebody talking.
Yeah, I hear Cecil. Is that?
Oh, that's my fault. That's Mad Max in the background because I'm watching the Discord.
Doesn't that sound like Cecil?
A little bit. Sound like Cecil. When y'all going live again? Yeah.
We was gonna go live last night, but it was like, well, I'm gonna chill because it's gonna get kind of late. So we just had a little, because we just had a little fun draft. We did a superhero draft. Shake my head.
I got a question for all y'all. With a team that never been to the finals, what is the chances for them to win the championship?
I mean, it depends on who they're going against.
50-50 in my opinion.
How they
well,
look.
I mean,
oh yeah.
I mean, the Denver Nuggets ain't never. I'm just only saying that because the Denver Nuggets ain't never been there. Who else? Yeah. Like Atlanta ain't never been there.
It's kind of hard to say because Toronto, they never been to the finals, and even though they had injuries that happened to them, they never won. Golden State in 2015. Dang. Well, I don't know. It really depends because Milwaukee and Phoenix, they've been to the finals before, but they haven't been. But those core haven't been to the finals. When it's like that kind of matchup, I say it's 50-50. But when it's going to experience, then it's kind of different.
I had a question for you, Drew. What about 2011? What happened in 2011?
What do they mean about 2011?
Oh, I get what you mean because your continuity thing and about 2011.
So with that one, the one thing that you would say that he have was the talent, right? But you could still say that the experience goes to the Mavericks. You could still say that the continuity goes to the Mavericks. You can still say, and even health was basically a wash.
I wouldn't say the health goes to the Mavericks though.
That was basically a wash. Oh no, you're right. They did. They missed Caron Butler.
Yeah, he was a hooper.
Yeah, so really it was like
usually
it was like 2-2.
But when your superstar chokes, then
Yeah. So I would say like if we're gonna go experience, I would say that you probably could say like the Mavericks experience was significantly higher. Because they had a lot of guys. They had a lot of vets. Like they had J Kidd, they had Sean Marion,
Tyson Chandler.
Yeah,
Tyson Chandler was a.
Actually, I have a question for the panel when y'all done.
Oh, no,
go ahead, man.
So, which one do you think is worse for a star player? Put it when a bitter choke on like let's say a Westbrook. Russ my favorite player all time. So Russell Westbrook kind of style, like chuck up a lot of shots, or what LeBron did in the finals, kind of like freezing up, not taking shots. That. Which one, in your opinion, is worse? Like being too passive or too aggressive?
Well, Desso's not gonna like this, but he already knows my take on this. Like, I feel like the 2011 finals is to me is what eliminates LeBron for me from the GOAT thing. But I've always said that. Like, I feel like with that just being on his resume, may eliminate him from the GOAT thing for me. Even everything that he did after that, I feel like you still can't erase that because it was just like, underperforming in the finals. That's always going to be there, and for me, the GOAT thing is all about like it's the totality of like your resume. It's not just like your total basketball skills, because I think he has a strong case as what I like to say the BOAT, which is like the best of all time, because you could argue he's better at more things than anybody else to ever play the game. You could argue that.
True.
But I feel like when I'm looking at GOAT, I'm looking at like what did you do performance wise, throughout your career and the playoffs, all that stuff factoring in, and your accolades and your accomplishments and your championships, all that stuff. And I feel like that right there is the one thing that I'm like, yeah, that's why I still have Jordan over LeBron primarily. That's
Yes,
because of
fair.
2011.
Because
Come again?
Jordan's
What?
career is
You said what?
yeah.
Wait.
He has Jay
I'm
over
trying to
LeBron.
He
understand.
already said it once. He already said it
people-
once.
I said I have Jordan over LeBron because of 2011. I mean that was to me like that sealed the deal for me. Was
I only
2011.
be,
Yeah, that's
only reason. I'm sorry, man. I just got to put up an argument about that. Some people can't understand that this is two different frames of the game. This is the older game and the newer game. So I'm gonna ask y'all. Y'all think the? Huh?
I'm telling you, to cook up.
No, I'm just saying. Like, do y'all think the Bulls will be able to last in this generation of playing now? All that hand checking and all that. Like, or do y'all think LeBron will be able to be?
That's a different conversation though.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the Bulls.
Yeah, I'm just saying though. But when it comes to this, the difference. This what it is about the argument. Jordan went undefeated in the finals. He took off, came back, and won 3 times in a row. Right? Am I right? Now the difference is with LeBron, he's an all-around player, and he been to the finals way more than Jordan, but he just got a bad record. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. I also don't play I'm consistent with it. I don't play the record thing. Like I feel like losing in the earlier round is not a positive to me.
Yeah.
I like getting there to the finals and losing is better than losing in the first, second round.
I
don't
agree.
care what he says. But it's just that performance in the finals. Like you were the favorite. You were supposed to win that series, even though it was your first year with that team. You can't perform like that.
That's a fair assessment because you're judging the performance, not just the loss. Like you're putting context on it.
Yeah, and I do think it was like something that like it definitely made LeBron better. Like I feel like after that, it changed his mindset as a player. It made him work on things, improve like offensively. Like he added to his game. I definitely think that actually made him come back even better. But it's just like it's a bad look to have on your resume because you weren't like there's a strong case you weren't even the third best player in that series.
To me, LeBron's To me, LeBron's career is more like Jordan. Like people say Jordan's like perfection. I think LeBron's career more relatable to like us and realize like we have a failure, but it's like how you come back to it. It's kind of like Dax have a movie. Like they're 2 different movies. LeBron is like how you come back that failure, how you overcome that adversity. Not saying Michael Jordan didn't overcome that, but Michael Jordan, his greatness was like repetition over and over versus LeBron. It's like how can I overcome that failure in 2011? How can I overcome that this 2015 Warriors? How can I overcome these injuries and come back to win the championship? It's like I think that's another reason why I think that, like I said, they're both great. I feel like they're both legendary in different ways. And like I have LeBron number 1 because because I think for me personally, if you have Jordan number 1, it's 1A, 1B. I switch flip for me. I've seen LeBron's whole career. So that's why I have him number 1 over Jordan, because I actually seen it and witnessed it with my own eyes and like kind of break it down. And it's a close too. So some days I do think Jordan is greater, if that makes sense though. And also with that finals logic, I really like what you said, Drew, because I'm a track and field athlete in college. I'd much rather lose in the finals than lose in state or lose in the premium or I'd rather lose in nationals than lose in regionals, because the guy that beat me is the best in the world. Not saying even though I don't want to lose, but I lost to the best. I'm losing to the best competition versus losing. Then it's like a what if. Then like I can be like, hey, I'm this close to beating the best or becoming the best versus like, hey, I'm still far back. I still have a ways to go.
Yeah, I think the finals record thing is really just an old head debate topic.
Now,
it's because
I was gonna say like, one thing like the finals record thing that wasn't even a fucking thing until LeBron really started like going to the finals every year. So that's something they want to find like to hold against somebody like he lost in the finals this amount of times. Well, how about the fact that he got to the finals that many times? Like you dead ass would rather lose in the first round, lose in the earlier round
Also,
getting
I
all
do.
the way to the finals.
Yeah. Also, I think
Mhm.
it's
That's not a
largely.
thing.
Yeah, I think it's largely infected too by like a lot of people back then. They weren't watching a lot of those Jordan playoff runs where he didn't make it to the finals.
Yeah,
Like
Exactly.
there was more eyes on Jordan when he was in the finals.
exactly.
A lot of people don't even remember a lot of those series where he lost early in the earlier rounds, right? We
Yeah.
remember like the Pistons series, but a lot of people don't remember the series outside of the Pistons series, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so
No, the
so like
Pistons and Boston.
Yeah, he got swept by Boston like
Yeah,
twice.
Boston. Him and Larry Bird has a winning record. Even though I don't use that against Michael Jordan, but Larry Bird and the Celtics used to whoop on the Bulls. Like every player is gonna have their like triumphs and like LeBron. I don't know who's whooping LeBron ass. I don't know.
Wait, what were you asking them?
Like every player kind of has like their triumphs have overcome. Like every player has
Oh,
like a team. Some
LeBron
team
was
has,
the Celtics.
yeah. So
yeah,
saying
I
this
mean,
like both literally both LeBron and Jordan like the Celtics like used to just make it such great teams. Even like you're a Harden fan. Harden, his thing is overblown because guess who he losing to? The
it was mostly the
Warriors.
Warriors, yeah.
The Warriors, and like yes, he had his bad moments, but he's still an all-time great. He still has a top 20 career, in my opinion, or top 15, wherever you want to rank him. And I do think his
I got my top 25. I got
playoff
my top
blunders,
25.
his playoff blunders are true, but they're a little overblown, in my opinion. Just a little bit, prime Harden wasn't doing what Philly Harden, you know.
Yeah, I mean, now he has more physical limitations, but yeah, I agree. It's really like his Houston resume really gets boiled down to like 3 games. Really, most people.
Yeah.
Yeah, he made a play.
Like,
I didn't even know he made the playoffs every year. I'm gonna say, oh wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
He
Oh
just
yeah. Oh yeah. I still get to push that too. He's never missed the playoffs, and he's never been swept. He's never been swept either. It's another thing, but
Dang,
but,
that's crazy.
but yeah,
but Dev, to go back to your point, I would prefer the like go out chucking type thing. Whereas when I watch, like I give credit to Dallas, Rick Carlisle, and I think it was Dwayne Casey, who was the defensive coach in Dallas during at that time. But when I watched the 2012 version of LeBron, bro, it was a huge mental battle. Like watching, it was like he dead ass was like scared of the moment, or he had like I don't know if it was mental fatigue or just the pressure of being in the finals,
Mm-hmm.
and it clearly affected him, his aggressiveness, his approach, um, like just being aggressive as far as a scorer, and no, to the people who Tatum gonna get a triple double, to the people who like hold that against him in a Michael Jordan convo.
Mm-hmm.
Realistically, I understand it because Jordan, and I'm not a fan of Jordan, but one thing you can say, he never had.
damn.
I'm not like his shooting, he's cold. But it's one thing you can say, he never had a bad playoff series, like
Yeah.
or at least one in which his team lost. You know,
Yeah.
like he always shows up every single playoff series, every single finals. Like he's there, he's contributing, and whether you win or lose, that wouldn't have some huge effect on my ranking because I don't have a huge winning bias. I watch how they play, but um yeah, like I get that moment, but for me, it's not just about like oh you lost, so you're not the GOAT or something like that. Like I actually like me, it's 3 things that I do when I rank players all
I
the time.
remember. Let me see.
Yeah,
Let me see if I can remember. Is it?
uh-huh.
Is it like longevity is one of them, right?
Yeah,
Was longevity. Was it like skill set or what was the second one?
Yeah, it
Was
was just
I submit for
production.
right now.
production.
Yeah, it was like production, basically like how good you are at basketball. One is how long were you good, and how good were you when it matters the most, aka playoffs, basically playoff translation. And LeBron, he's one of the best playoff performers in NBA history. I know he had that one series versus Dallas, which understandable. But I do think like he definitely has made that thing of the past.
Mhm.
Like you said, Drew. If you just talking about purely like how good you are at basketball, he has so many aspects in
Yeah, I
which
think
you,
he's better than. I'm not gonna say he clears Jordan, but he's better than Jordan there.
yeah,
And
he just has so
and he
many
clears
aspects.
Jordan. Yeah, I agree that which he clears Jordan as far as longevity. So yeah, that's no
Yeah,
doubt.
and he's
But
been
he has the best longevity of all time.
yeah, I believe so. Like he's been better than
Cause he's like Brady and Jordan's like Mahomes.
nah. Well,
Well,
nah.
Oh, it's too early. It's too early to be doing that.
Too early.
It's too early to be doing that.
Brady is LeBron and Jordan like combined.
Montana, who it's a LeBron Joe Montana. I don't know.
Nah. Brady is Jordan and LeBron.
Brady can't be Jordan because he actually, you know who Brady is?
Mm-hmm.
Brady's Tim Duncan.
Don't be nasty.
No, Brady's Tim Duncan.
Because is it because
Tim Duncan.
Is it because he took a 10-year break from this or that break, but
Nah,
it took him
because
10
he was
years
in
to
a
win that
perfect
Super Bowl?
situation. Well, no. You can't say because of the Tampa Bay run, you can't say Tim Duncan.
I don't know. Kobe. Well, Brady's just Brady. We can't compare to NBA player. It's
I still feel like he's more Tim Duncan. I mean, Tim Duncan just never like got that other franchise or because he was on good accord with his pop.
Actually,
or his because Belichick to me is like Popovich to Tom Brady and the whole thing. You know,
we do have a We actually, when we do go live, we're planning to do a trivia part 2, NBA trivia part 2, and if you guys are available, we would like to have y'all two on there as a team.
When you going live there?
Yeah. Let me.
We're gonna plan. I'll contact you on. I'll just contact you on Instagram. Both of y'all on Instagram, and then we'll plan out the schedule. We'll plan out with you guys so we'll fit y'all schedule.
Okay.
Right now we gotta make new questions and get some teams. We gotta have y'all two. It's gonna be teams of 2, so that come your A game, your ball knowledge.
Yeah, we gotta show up.
Oh, and we're gonna tag we're gonna tag the podcast and the social and everything on it.
Okay.
Oh man, we can show collab.
My criteria, I'm gonna lie. My list, when I made this list, it was just totality. I have my top 15 secure, then I just started writing down names. And then now I reevaluate my criteria because it's more fair now. It's how I'm doing now is your era, how you dominated your era, because like it's hard to because like it's when you do all time, I gotta do how you dominate your specific era.
Understand.
Obviously, your skill set, your longevity, and how you impacted the game. So impacting the game is how you impact your team success. So impacting game means like MVPs, this, that, because that is impacting game. Because the only way you get those awards and accolades from impacting the game. And it's very and no, if just because you don't have MVP doesn't mean you rank lower. So like Chris Paul can be above like a Russell Westbrook, even though he doesn't have MVP, because Chris Paul still has an impact on his game. So I'm gonna give you my top 10 on my old list. You ready?
Yeah, let's hear it.
I got Jordan 1, Bron 2, Kareem 3, Shaq 4, Magic 5, Duncan 6, Kobe 7, Hakeem 8, Bird 9, Russell 10. Then I had Curry at 11.
Wait, say that again.
Jordan, Bron, Kareem, Shaq, Magic, Duncan, Kobe, Hakeem, Bird, Russell.
That's not bad. I mean,
but if I had to remake it, Shaq and Magic are going down. Duncan, Kobe are going up, and Hakeem.
Yeah, you already know I'm about to. I'm always going to boost Hakeem up on all these lists because I feel like he always constantly gets.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say you did that, but I feel like he's always discounted.
Me, when the more I'm diving into like studying game and just looking at the history and like statistics and I don't know, it fluctuates the more I learn, but I'm kind of pushing Magic on my top 5. Like I don't know, it's crazy.
I don't think it's crazy, and because like, he was in my top 5, but like I do feel like Tim Duncan and Hakeem have a great case over him.
But I don't know if I would say Hakeem, but I understand.
I watched his film. I guess I'm biased because I was watching Hakeem film. It was crazy. I'm like, this man is OD.
Nah, he was, bro. Because bro, he's like, and it pissed me off when I watch Anthony Davis because it's like every other game, Anthony Davis is Hakeem. It's like one game, I'm like, bro, this dude is a fucking monster. And then the next game, he's just but like Hakeem was that every game. It was that two-way dominant player on both sides of the floor. Like imagine how Anthony Davis, if he was great every game, it's basically like Hakeem. And like
Exactly.
the dude was crazy. But me, my list, I got LeBron, I got Mike, Kareem, Duncan, Kobe, Magic, Shaq. No. Yeah, Magic, Shaq, Hakeem, Bird, and then Curry. Curry was 10th. See, and I personally, I'm not ranking anybody. Like I like to. The only person I'm making an exception for is Kareem, but 1980 and above.
That's pretty much how
Yeah,
I agree
like
with you.
1980s, but like I'll make an exception for Kareem because he played in the 70s, but he's still playing in the 80s. He was still in his prime at the beginning of the 80s and everything. So that's why I'm still gonna throw Kareem in there. But yeah, man, from the modern NBA 3-point line and above, I'm not ranking people who played 60s and nah, I'm cool on that. If you want to rank
One of the
them, cool,
Yeah, no,
congratulations.
one of the craziest things that I remember seeing was that like a lot of the dudes like Bill Russell and Wilt, most of their career when they were playing, every time that there was a foul, they shot free throws.
Yeah,
I did not know that.
That's such a wild thing to me. Like,
I did
like,
not know that. That's
not,
crazy.
Every
not
bro.
even just like touch fouls, like
Yeah.
any foul, whatever was instant. It was basically bonus every single time. in the
Every
game.
foul was a free throw.
That's crazy.
There was
Really?
no goaltending. So
Yeah.
anytime
really
like
messed with my mind. I'm
imagine
like,
that
damn,
today.
like that would be insanity.
bro,
Ima-
that's
oh my
Man.
god! Imagine the averages today. The average is already crazy. That means people
But
we average. That means we have 10 people averaging 30 today.
No, but like it makes things like
more,
damn, like
now somebody be averaging 40.
Exactly.
but it makes more sense
Yeah.
on how Wilt scored 100. You start thinking something
Yeah,
like that.
but he wasn't even a good
yeah.
free throw shooter.
And knowing that,
Exactly,
Drew,
but
hold
like-
on. Also, Justin Drew, I think there was a report saying or like a video saying that they couldn't the box score watchers they couldn't see through the screen right. So it was like whoever scored, they said F it, let's Wilt. So it's like I guess it was like they saw I don't know. It's
Bruh,
like
Hey,
I'm not
we
gonna
don't
lie.
got no tape.
assume.
I'm
We
not
don't got
gonna
no
lie. They have tape of Wilt games. Why they don't have tape of this 100-point game? It's no video footage of it.
I
on.
guess because and they said because I don't know. I gotta redo the research.
And like you would think they would when it was such an iconic game, right?
Yeah, you
It's
would
like,
think.
damn, like everybody should have that
Only thing you
tape
gotta-
like
only
on
thing you
deck.
gotta
That
just-
tape should have been like in the hall or some shit like that.
he
Exactly.
probably had like 60 points and just I don't know.
Somebody said they said Will got damn it. He probably got 100, and they said
It probably
and
felt like
the
100.
likelihood of exactly 100 points.
Hey, they were doing him like did y'all see that? It was like I remember seeing a Twitter thread on this. It was Jared Jackson Jr. like at
Yeah.
home, his defensive stats
Yes,
at home
he had
versus the
more
road. And
blocking
everyone
skills.
was like his stats were like significantly better at home.
Yeah.
Like his blocks and like someone was like it was kind of like nitpicking, but there was like a handful of plays. You could probably say like two of the plays. I would say like two of the plays were incorrectly recorded to him. But they were trying to make this conspiracy that like the home scorekeepers or stat guys were like boosting his numbers at home. Like whenever like it was a close block, they give him the block, or if it was a close potential steal, like a strip, they were giving the strip. I don't really buy that, but because then you got to give me a lot more evidence. You can't give me 5 plays and maybe and 2 of them were like incorrect, and the other ones just like questionable. But like now you got to give me like 20 plays or something. You got to give me like a lot more content than that. But yeah, that's funny though. But hey, we don't really know how they recorded stuff back then. Like we don't really.
It's wild because like a film. I don't know. It probably felt like 100 because like I remember probably like I mean like Jimmy 50.
That's probably what it was. It probably
Like Jimmy-
felt like he scored about 100 points. So they
like Jimmy 56 against the Bucks felt like 80.
Like what's his I'm sure they have, but is he even like I know they have the freaking stat breakdown for that, but
not only that, the other stories is crazy. Like this man Wilt, they say he ran like a 10 and like 7'1", and he is stronger than Arnold Schwarzenegger and jump higher. Like he was just an athletic freak. Like he's not real.
See, see, this is what's really funny about this Will 100-point game stats. Okay, so we all know Wilt was not a good free throw shooter, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Desta, you even said that too. Guess what he shot at the free throw line in the recorded stats for the 100-point game? He shot 87%, 28 of 32 at the free throw line. So he had probably the best free throw shooting. He had the best free throw shooting night of his career in his 100-point game. This man shot 28 of 32. He was out there knocking him down. Like, man. And it says so the 100 points he scored on 36 of 63. This man shot a ton of shots, 63 shots, 36 of 63, and 28 of 32 at the free throw line.
Yeah, man. Now, Wilt was a myth. You heard it here first on the podcast, man.
I definitely feel like he is definitely an overrated player. I feel like he's definitely somewhat gassed, but
he definitely was a all-time great scorer.
Yeah, but these stats, man.
If you know what I mean.
On and off the court, absolutely.
Shout out to Otto Porter Jr., man.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know Caron Butler was a coach for Miami.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, shout out to him. Yeah, he on the sideline. I see him.
Dang, I did not know no Gabe Vincent will be this crucial.
I mean, I thought so because he's been that crucial for them this playoffs.
Gabe Curry.
Yeah, I mean, he's basically been because after they lost Hero, he's been the one that's been filling all that scoring production that they lost. Him and somewhat Caleb Martin to another extent, but
I have a quick question for y'all too. On like when it comes to players and health, like how like a guy like Kawhi Leonard, how do you guys feel about Kawhi Leonard and like let's say all time or currently when it comes to a player and health, like and what do you think the Clippers should do going forward, or you think they're kind of like stuck? I just want to get y'all thoughts on that.
Oh, that was tough.
I know. I'm getting off. I know I'm kind of like rambling, going off topic.
Oh no, you good. Now we actually talked about this. I think that they got to run it back. They got to stick with it because there's not really anything that you could do that would give you a better chance to win a championship. You got to roll that dice as long as he's playing and showing the capability to be an elite superstar level player, which even this year he still had that ability. You got to roll it out there and see if he can stay healthy because you're not going to really get anything by getting off of him and blowing things up. You're not going to get anything better that can help you immediately. You just got to take that chance and hope that he can stay healthy. He's did it before. Maybe he can find a way to stay healthy again. I mean, I feel like you got to take it.
What's even like the market for Kawhi? Like
exactly.
Like is a team gonna give you picks for somebody who historically just breaks down as the season goes along?
I feel like they might. I feel like it's probably just picks.
You have to low manage him to give yourself a chance. So you have to have the right team built to keep you afloat and have some sustainability throughout the regular season. Which I think the Clippers have the roster for that. It's just a shame that their best two players were hurt at the same time.
Yeah. And also, I think they also need to start, getting some young guys and start playing them, like Brandon Boston, play him a little bit more. I think got Terrence Mann because the reason why, because this is an old roster. It's not just Paul George and Kawhi. They have Batum, Gordon. So it is an old roster. So I feel like they need to get some young talent so like they can be prepared for their retirement in the future and have that core kind of set up, kind of like what the Warriors are doing or trying to do, because they're kind of like still be in win now mode because like the West is still, well, I'm not saying it's gonna be open, but you still have a chance. Like I feel like Clippers would feel like if we was healthy, like I feel like Clippers fans and Kawhi fans feel like if we was healthy, we would have beat the Suns and we would have gave them a better fight than the Nuggets. I feel like I still think they lose the Nuggets, but I think they probably would have pushed it at least 7 games.
Oh, Rob Williams is back, man.
No, that's the thing. When Robert Williams was really the X factor in this series because he rebounds, be the dirty work. Because that's why they was getting killed. Because in the first 3 games, they was getting killed by like rebounds, close out shooters, this, that. I don't know why it took Joe Mazzulla for this long, but
This was definitely the Derek White game for sure.
no, Derek Wright, Marcus Smart, like dang, they just
Taylor Brown, like they all like 4 of their starters had 20 plus. Brogdon only played 8 minutes.
Yeah, you're always gonna win like that. And you know, game, I feel like Brogdon's due for a game. I don't know. I have a feeling. I've always been pretty high on him.
Brogdon, well, he has the injury.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he has like something torn. I forgot what it is. But
Hey,
That's my
Drew.
guy right there.
I'm liking what I hear from Jalen Green in the podcast. Jalen Green, he's been working. See, he's going to work with Kyrie on his footwork. He actually want to get better at back. So I like it. Like people saying, like y'all immature, this, that. Y'all actually want to get better, man. I like that. It's some positivity. Hopefully,
Right.
you know what's crazy? Honestly, I feel like that you have 2 incompetent franchises in front of y'all, and Scoop might fall to y'all. Like the things I'm hearing, the things I've been reading. I really think
don't even
Scoop
say
might,
it. Get
because
my
I
hopes
think
up now.
I don't want to get him. I don't want to get your hopes up, but like Portland really might trade that pick, and I feel like wow.
So
And if I'm, and also I feel like Brandon Miller might go. Even though I like Brandon Miller, I really like his. I feel like Brandon Miller might go to Charlotte. So let's say you get drafted, and you hear Portland's calling the pick. If you're Houston, are you picking up the phone? Be like, hey, I'll give you this pick. I'll give you our pick and a future pick. Or some future picks, like something like that, to get Scoop if you're Houston.
I mean, if they actually, I mean, yeah, I would say definitely if that's actually a possibility. I just don't buy it. I don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I still think that he's gonna be gone. At the very minimum, he's going third. At the very minimum, to me.
Yeah,
you think if Portland holds on to that pick, you gonna go third?
Yeah.
But if he goes,
why would they get him?
they need a trade. If they get him, they need a trade Dame. I don't know. I don't know what Portland's trying to. They're trying to win
That's
now.
what I'm saying. Because
Like that's why I said trade Dame.
because obviously the Spurs drafted Wembanyama, so you're not going first. And then the next 2 teams have their franchise point guard. Now you could say, oh well, the Hornets, they could probably play Scoot and Melo together maybe, but it's like, I mean, I don't know. The Hornets, they have historically not picked well in the draft. So
if they keep, I feel like the strong case would be that Miller's going to go to if they don't go Scoot, they're going to go Miller. And then if you're the Portland, I don't see Portland like rolling the dice. I mean, if they're keeping the pick, I don't see them rolling the dice on any of the other guys and not just taking the best player and Scoot. You're gonna have somebody. I mean, Dame's not getting any younger. I'm not saying that they're gonna trade Dame necessarily, but he's capable. They can add to that backcourt. I mean, the only thing that's gonna be weird is that they have Anthony Simons still
and Shannon Sharp.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean the Shannon Sharp thing I don't think would be an issue.
Oh yeah, I really like Shannon Sharp. I feel like he can be nice.
But yeah, I mean that's the thing. I don't know. We'll see. I would love it if it happened if he fell to the 4th spot, because I was watching some more. He had a game a couple days ago. He was playing great. He was knocking down threes too. Like Scoot.
Oh, you watching him?
Yeah, he had a great game like a couple days ago. In the G League. Yeah, he was hitting like that midi is legit. Like he has a legit like pull up midi that's like he's gonna be a really good mid range shooter. Like he already is. So I believe that in his ability to be able to like develop and become better as a 3-point shooter too.
Yeah, I see in him because I see it in his form too. He doesn't have a broken jump shot.
Yeah, and as his finishing ability, his playmaking, all that stuff is already on point. That first step is legit. Yeah, man.
Look, you got Drew dreaming over here.
I'm sorry, man.
We gonna see, because I saw some stupid ass trades like proposed for us trading the 4th pick. I don't know if you saw like one of the Rockets beat writers. I think it's Kelly Iko. This man was proposing potential Rockets package deals with the 4th round with the 4th pick or whatever, and it was some ridiculous trades. It was like KPJ, the 4th pick, and KJ Martin for Jordan Poole and Jonathan Kuminga.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not taking
what?
that. So
I was like, wait,
we get a cone on defense, a player that's not fully developed, even though I like Jonathan Kuminga. Like, no.
yeah, man, he has some wild trades that he's put out there. He's like, this is how difficult it's going to be for the Rockets to get something, quality back with the 4th pick. And I'm like,
But like the Rockets don't need to trade the 4. Like even though I'm high on the Thompson twins, and his thing, I feel like, oh whoa, he hit that from deep. Sam Hauser, he looks like Gordon Hayward, Loki.
I just cut it off. He do look like Gordon Hayward.
But like I feel like a guy that I was high on, Anthony Black, I feel like is kind of polarizing, and it's like I feel like I'm honestly whichever players that y'all gonna get at point guard, y'all be okay because I feel like Jalen Green is your future. And Sengun, will be your 2 players. Y'all need to play off those 2, and everybody else can just fill in. And that's what I'm sensing.
yeah, I like Sengun, but I just like, I don't believe in him to that level. I'm gonna be honest. I like him a lot.
You think he'll be better? Let's say they make Bari like if let's say Bari is like a 3.
Mm-hmm.
Sengun is a 4, and then you bring in a real.
That's the thing. I feel like we need a legit a defensive center. Like it doesn't have to be like someone that's a rim protector at least. Like Clint is not a rim protector. Somebody like Clint maybe.
I'm saying that's that caliber of player. Because I agree because like right now,
Sengun is like as talented and skilled he is offensively, man. On defense, it's like
especially with like Jalen Green. He's not a great defender yet. I don't know how good KB's able to defend is. Jabari Smith, I feel like will be a high level defender. Yeah, and
for me,
I need representation.
Yeah, but to me, for like for Sengun, like for it to work with his level of defense, he would need to become like a legit bona fide star offensively. Like
Jokic.
I'm not saying necessarily as good as Jokic, but that would be great. But like close, he got to be like up there. Like he can't like even if he's just as good as like Sabonis or something, that's not gonna be enough.
Yeah,
it's not gonna be enough. He has to be like
it definitely has to outweigh his defense.
Yeah, because and honestly, I don't see that being his ceiling. Like I'm be honest, I've told y'all. I think I said this to you before. I think he's Vlade Divac 2.0. I think he's like a young, more athletic Vlade Divac. That's what I think he is, and like he plays a lot like that dude. Like I know y'all probably don't really remember him that well, but yeah, like Vlade Divac, he plays a lot like him.
Yeah, Sengun, he's nice, but I definitely agree with you. Yeah, but I think if you think they, because everybody expecting them to get like a Thompson twin, do you think they go point guard, or do they actually try to go get like a big man or trade the pick and to get somebody more experience?
I think they're going to be trying to. I think they're going to be waiting until that day comes. They're going to be looking at trades probably all leading up to the draft and during the draft until the moment that 3rd pick gets called. Then we're going to see if like Scoot's on the board. I think that we're going to draft Scoot's on the board. But I feel like if he doesn't get if he is drafted and we get the 4th pick, I think they're going to have a trade lined up, and then we'll see if there's no quality trade they can get, then they're probably going to end up drafting Amon Thompson or something like that, which is my fear. But,
I want to ask y'all what kind of GMs are y'all? Like, do y'all draft according to team need or best player available?
To me, I think it depends on where your team is at. Like at that point, like if your team is a contender already, or if your team is still like in that rebuilding phase or borderline. I know a lot of people just go like best player no matter what. I don't care where we are. I'm just going to draft the best player and we're going to figure it out then. So me and I actually think it depends. For me, it would depend on where my team is at. Like if I'm a contender, I may not just go draft the best available because the best available might take 3 years to become what they're going to become or what they need to become. And that could be outside of our window that we're trying to win with these guys that may be right there on the cusp of being elite to watch or something like that. So it depends. Like me, like I remember. I don't know if you remember. This is like a very random trade. What you said made me think about it. So the Rockets years ago, I was watching heavy back then, but 2007, the Rockets traded their first round pick. Do you remember who they traded the first round pick for? 2007, the Rockets made a trade of the first round pick, and they traded somebody that many people would say for the rest of that point, like later, like for the bulk of the years after 2007. That the player that they traded their pick for was probably a better player than the player that they got, but it was a need that they filled that was probably the better move, in my opinion. Do you know? I could tell you. I'm just guessing. Do you know?
Remember? Nah.
2007, they traded their pick to get Shane Battier, and Battier was a really good, like all NBA defender. Really smart, high IQ player, perfect for a contender, right?
Good shooter.
Really good shooter, 3-and-D guy. The pick was Rudy Gay. Rudy Gay was a really good player, maybe borderline all-star level. Right?
So did they draft Rudy Gay and trade him, or they traded the pick?
They drafted Rudy Gay. They drafted Rudy Gay, then traded him. They sent Rudy Gay to Memphis to get Shane Battier. And
Battier was with Memphis, right? He was with
Battier was Yep. That one Memphis team that made the playoffs in those years was Battier, Gasol. I want to say Bonzi Wells was on that team too. Jason Williams was on that team. But yeah, they traded to get Battier, and they sent Rudy Gay over there, and Battier was really good for us. I feel like. Yeah, like he was probably our best role player during this.
They had Battier and Ron Artest, but I forgot who I was talking to earlier. It was I think it was Doug, and he was saying nah. He said nah. He said even if T-Mac and y'all would have played, the Lakers still the won that series. And I was like, I don't know, bro.
For me, like, I mean, I'm biased as hell, but I watched the series. I remember the series vividly. Yeah, I felt like if we were healthy, we would have won that series. I even felt like, honestly, if Yao doesn't even go down, I feel like we win the series. We never had T-Mac. T-Mac missed like 70% of the season.
I said that too. I said Yao.
Yeah, because we stole the first game in LA. And Yao was great, and like Yao was the best player in that game. He was fantastic. He was really good for the 3 games that he played. He got injured in game 3, but yeah, like we ended up going 7 without Yao for the last 4 games, and it was Ron Artest, and like it was kind of like this Miami Heat type of thing,
like Aaron Brooks.
It was like Ron Artest in the Jimmy Butler role. He wasn't having 40-point games like that. But it was funny. It was somebody else stepping up every other game. It was like, damn, Aaron Brooks dropped 30. Boom. Freaking Luis Scola going crazy. Oh, Shane Battier hit 5 threes. It was like stuff like that. It was a collective, just like, but the Lakers were like, they were looking funny in that series. And but when we got in game 7, like they just destroyed us. They had a game like the Celtics had tonight. They just like blitzed us, and we had Chuck Hayes out there trying to play center.
Chuck Hayes.
And he actually he had his moments like defensively on Paul Gasol after Yao went out, because that was like his one like main thing that he did really well. Like he was an elite post defender, and he was clamping up Gasol a lot in that series. But we were lacking the scoring. We didn't have like Yao was our leading scorer. I think he was averaging like 26 or 27 that year. And we just couldn't fill that consistently. We were relying on guys to just like have nights.
Y'all was averaging 26, 27?
Yeah, I want to say like
in the season or just in the playoffs.
I want to say he was averaging in that season. Let me go see. Maybe I'm wrong.
Y'all was putting down like that. I ain't know y'all.
He was averaging 2009. Oh, I'm tripping. I'm way off. No, yeah, I got the. Yeah, he did that. He did 25 in 2007. Now he was averaging 20. He was averaging 20 in 2009.
I was to say, damn, y'all.
Yeah, 2006, 2007, he was averaging 25. That was the year that we lost to Utah. But 2009, he was averaging 20. He's averaging what?
I want to see what
20,
Showtime reaction is.
I think they on right now.
Yeah, Fluent chilling on right now. Jaylen Brown, he needs to link with Kyrie in the offseason. I know Jalen Green is, but he needs to link with Kyrie because JB.
He's linked with Kyrie.
Yeah, he needs to link with Kyrie. JB needs to link with
Yeah,
Kyrie. Get his ball.
I think he's talking about his because his ball handle.
Oh.
Someone, Kyrie, Dame, Hot Sauce, Professor, someone. I don't know who it is. Cause he be dribbling like me.
Nah, Dev, you could probably dribble better than JB.
Nah, I'm a 3-and-D merchant. I'm a catch and shoot merchant and defense merchant.
I will say one thing I do remember. I don't remember what and this is at your guy. This is at LeBron. I will say this.
AD had hold on real quick. AD had a better series against the Nuggets than Jordan had against Celtics. And still media bashing him. Yeah. People they gonna hit on AD.
Wait. I feel like people have been killing Embiid more than they've been killing AD though. Like,
well, also he plays for the Lakers.
Yeah.
But also Embiid was hurt. All right, it's true. It's a fact. Stop lying. Y'all know he was playing on an LCL sprain. He wasn't getting the same lift in the paint. Nah, come on, man. Stop. Now here's the thing. It's always an issue with Embiid.
Yeah,
so
it is.
Like, yeah.
What you was about to say?
Oh no, I was gonna say, but this is the last like bad LeBron thing I'm gonna say. No, so you were talking about Artest and Battier. I don't remember what I had to go look up the game, but I remember watching this game. I remember thinking at the time in 2009 that he had that was the worst game I saw LeBron play up to that point in the regular season. He had a game against the Rockets.
Yeah, you saw.
And I remember Battier and Artest were they were clamping up on him in that game, man. Find whatever game the Rockets had against the Cavs in 2009. That for me, I don't know what the stat line was, but for me, that was watching basketball. That was the worst game I had seen LeBron play. Like as far as him just being clamped up in a regular season game. That was the worst one I remember seeing. Him and Battier. I remember Battier and Artest were all over him, forcing him to tough shots, drawing offensive fouls, forcing him to turnovers. What was the?
I'm looking at it right now. LeBron had 21 points. He was 7 for 21.
See, he actually had a 20. He still had 21 points. But I just remember watching the game. If you can go pull up the tape for that game, it was he just looked really bad. I remember, but I would have thought he had less points than that, but he had 21.
Yeah,
he was 7 for 21.
Was it 3 turnovers?
So he only had 3 turnovers.
Yeah, 3 turnovers.
Okay, so
he was a negative 14.
Yeah, and that's the worst game I remember seeing. It's not even that bad. But it felt way worse.
That was the season he won MVP, his first MVP.
Yeah.
It was on TNT. Look at y'all, killer.
Oh wait, are you showing the video?
Yeah, I got it right here.
It was 93-74. Damn, I remember watching this game. Oh yeah, he had 0 assists. He had 1 rebound, 0 assists. It was it was just a weird ass game. I remember for him.
Where is it? Hold on. Where is it? I just had it up. Did I just exit out of it?
Anderson, Jarrett, look, so many guys played for the Cavs at 0 points. Damn, those were the days. Damn, LeBron. 4 Cavs played at 0 points.
Your browser has blocked your screen. Click on the icon, then reload the page. I don't know what happened.
Delonte played 28 minutes, had 4 points.
Oh, it's right here. Delonte West.
Damn. Yeah.
Let's see. Hold on. I got it right here.
Started to get physical between Artest and James. Yao got a piece of it.
Well, you say 0 assists?
Yeah, he has 0 assists. Yeah.
Flipped it to
Look at Scola.
on Wallace. Nice
Want to
finish.
work.
Some best. But we talked about Scola, the
That's
experience
Ben Wallace too.
national player who has 1 year
Yeah.
in the NBA, a little bit of
Been-
faith.
Yeah, that was when he was getting up there. He was getting washed at that point.
His back to the basket. He feels the defender.
Ooh.
Cooking him.
Baseline.
The ice cream man.
Uses the pump fake, draws the foul.
Oh,
Nice move to find Yao Ming.
Cook
He's
run
able
right
to
there.
stay with the guards longer.
Artest has been off by the Cavaliers.
Well, offensively, Ron Artest over 40.
Got Brun looking
It's
with
so
that
funny
move.
seeing this stuff like in not in HD. Just watching. I swear it was HD when I was watching it though. I swear it was HD.
Nah, for real.
Friday with a good back tap. He switches off to James.
Again, a different school of thought with that.
Uh-oh.
He's
Bro,
LeBron
LeBron.
play the spot.
Hey,
LeBron old as hell, man. This is in 2009. Who's still in the league right now from this video?
I don't even know how he's still leaving.
Look at the D on him though, right there. Like,
Yeah. Pause.
Athletic LeBron is something different.
oh, this is peak athletic LeBron right here.
Came over in that 3-2
Aaron Brooks, man, he's so short.
Lowry
Ooh, that was a Kyle Lowry. It's
But
Kyle Lowry.
the film looks so weird, like the camera quality.
Yeah.
I swear though, it did not look like
Live.
this when I was watching it.
He like the only person still
I
in the
swear,
league.
it did not look like this when I was watching it. It's worse. Like this shit is
watch-
360p now. It was like it was at least 480 when I was watching it. Yeah, when I was watching it live, it was at least 480.
Ooh.
LeBron James sitting down. He has 2 personal fouls.
Big Z.
Works his way inside.
Ooh.
This is when I was talking.
What did he do that on?
This is when I was heavy on my. This is when I was heavy on that. Especially this year, I was heavy on that
Shane
Western
Daddy.
Conference, Western Conference versus Eastern Conference, and the East being trash in comparison. I was talking that shit so much.
Ooh.
He's giving away
Uh-oh.
Big Z.
Hey.
about 5 inches on.
Yeah, I remember I was saying something. I'm like, there's no way this team's better than this, man. They the best team in the East. I remember I was saying this so much. But it was like we were like what? I think we were the 4th seed that year in the West.
Picking up charges on
And
LeBron James.
yeah, we were the
Couple
4th seed.
shots here.
Because the
Just
Lakers, I want to say,
everywhere
were the 1 seed,
defensively.
right?
You look at the
Yeah,
stat
Lakers
sheet,
are 1
you look
seed.
at his line, you're not going to think of what kind of game.
We beat the
Shane
Blazers in the 4-5 matchup.
As promoters that you can
Uh-oh.
Brandon
Dub is
Roy.
lying. Dub is lying.
The NBA can't do nothing to us when we watch this.
Help, Shane. Thank you.
No, I don't think so.
Barry with the step. Yao surprised.
Hey, Desto, Drew, I'm about to hop off and take a shower real quick. I
Yeah.
appreciate you boys for letting me on. I'm always
Absolutely.
going to show love. And when you're live,
Good,
next time,
man.
tap in with y'all.
The real one. Hey, remember, let me know when y'all go back. Live.
Yeah, that trivia.
He did that.
Pick and roll. Larry goes to the basket, throws it up to the big target.
Mm.
Lead at 35, 26. Now Battier switches off to James. Here's LeBron. He had Artest.
Foul.
Second shot opportunity for Cleveland, keeping them in the ball game.
Offensive foul.
Is moving its feet tonight.
Hold on, that ain't still not one LeBron make. This must be a Rockets
He's just right there at the right place at the
base
right time.
highlight.
Makes his
I'm
move.
dead.
He's gonna get a quick.
You're right. They showing all the defensive.
Yeah, they know all LeBron misses and
Well, I think Ron Artest.
Ron Artest.
everyone here in the building, but he is a player
Oh, Ron
who likes
Artest
to
was
go left
cold,
and is
bro.
pretty comfortable
Oh
finishing.
man, underrated.
Yeah.
One of he definitely one of the most underrated players for sure.
By LeBron James. Yao with a beer.
He was the best player on multiple playoff teams. A lot of people forget that.
In the game against the Bulls in a collision with Derrick
Oh.
Scola. Cautious, wanted him for tonight's game and the tough road trip.
Yao.
Yao Ming.
He was a huge pickup for us that year too. Like,
Cavaliers are within
man.
3. They trailed by
Then he went.
as
Then he
many
went to
as
the Lakers
11.
and
Here is
Yeah.
won the ring. Well, it was a trade, right?
Yeah, Trevor Ariza. Oh man, yeah, we traded Trevor Ariza in that fool.
Oh, LeBron almost blocked Yao Ming.
Creativity here by Brooks finds Yao Ming. LeBron
This was Ya's best like overall year though, to me, even though he only averaged 20. Both ends and the playoffs, he was great.
Or they're going to have a hard show on LeBron.
Oh, Aaron Brooks, look at his shot.
He shoot that like a little kid for real.
Well, he sling. It's like a sling
Right.
shot. But it was so money, bro. I swear,
man.
I remember watching the playoffs when they played the Lakers. It seemed like this dude hit like 10 threes. He was just like,
man. He was on
slamming
fire.
it.
Especially that game. I want to say it was game 4. Yeah, game 4. He went crazy.
Might have been, I don't know. Was it game 6?
Game 6 as well. Game 6 as well. He went big. But I think game 4 was the one he hit like. He was like cooking the hell out of Derek Fisher, I want to say.
That LeBron James is just a reinvented version of himself. And he's right here with the
Freaking Reggie, you hear what he said?
Yeah. Reggie Miller been
LeBron
wilding.
James
Yeah.
is a reinvented version of himself.
Ron
Ron
not settling for the 3.
Good job here by Lowry, and he slips west.
Look at Kyle Lowry.
Yeah, man. This is when Kyle Lowry was 6 man, but like getting like 10 minutes.
Main mention possibly Joe Smith if he.
Yeah, LeBron got damn near no help this game too. It was just him. I think it's Zadrunas. And well, no, Mo Williams had a 20, but like they had like so many guys not do anything.
He's one of those guys that's gonna play through pain.
Freaking Bears, man. Vaughn Wafer. No, Vaughn Wafer.
Oh, Vaughn Wafer. Oh, yeah. When did Ray Austin come to the Rockets?
He was there before that.
Oh, Vaughn Wafer. I remember him.
Yeah, he was there.
Ron had the ugliest hairstyle.
The year before this is the year that we got off.
Yeah. You know what? Ray Austin was on the Magic this season because I remember they played the Cavs.
They picked him up after Jameer Nelson got hurt.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We let Austin go. I want to say the year before this when we had Bobby Jackson.
He's an all-star right here. As LeBron James goes baseline. Who comes
Oh,
over the
shit.
big wall? Yao Ming.
You spin off a all defensive caliber guy, then you run into the tallest player in the league.
The bench as Yao.
Yeah, man. Now, yeah, I'm remembering this. Yeah.
It's Booby Gibson. And he B.
This fool got like damn near like he got so many of this game on here. BK Burger Shots. Old ass sponsorship. I'm dead.
And Memphis, who's not going to give him much of a battle. Denver,
Even Chuck Hayes doing work.
How do you know that? There's a block by Cook. Wafer, and the open floor.
Oh shoot. That's right. Oh, that's right. It's a Houston Rockets versus Cavs.
Oh, it's Clutch fans. No wonder. It had to have been Clutch fans. Yes, it's a Houston Rockets thing. Yeah, but yeah, that was I remember that game. But even then, like it wasn't even that bad of a game. It's just at least on the stat sheet. But yeah.
Yeah, man, bro, it's crazy here looking at LeBron highlights from 14 years ago and still watching this dude hoop. Like, bro, this dude's insane. No wonder he needs to fucking retire. I don't want him to retire. But I honestly think I think he'll give it at least one more season because it was something that came out that said and he kind of hinted at it that him playing with his son, that's his dream, but that's not necessarily his son's dream. So, I don't know. Maybe that could be something a part of it because his son probably want to like write his own like legacy. He don't want to just be, I play with my dad and things like that.
Well, yeah, but I think
I definitely don't think LeBron's retiring now. He's gonna give it at least one more farewell type thing.
Yeah, in the same sense though, like so it might be his son's dream to play with his dad, but then LeBron said it's his dream, but maybe you don't end up playing with him. But the next best thing was, you play in the NBA at the same time, like you play against him, like y'all share the court together as opponents, whatever. I feel like that would still be like a
Guarding
I
each
feel like
other.
that. Yeah, y'all guard each other. That would be like a moment. That would be like talked about. Like that would be a part of his legacy right there. Like he, not only was he an all-time great, but his son is in the league as well, and he played against him, and they had like a moment that's gonna be like filed away right there when he goes to his Hall of Fame thing. That's gonna be in the freaking clip. That's gonna be up there. That's gonna be played like forever.
Yeah.
Him and his son, especially if his son becomes like a good NBA player, it's gonna be even a good NBA player. He didn't even got to be great. If he's just a good player, that's gonna be even better. But even if he's not, honestly, even if he's not, the son comes in there and just like makes the league, and he plays against him. Yeah, it's gonna be a moment. I think that's something that he definitely wants. Like even though he's not, especially when he says it's his dream, he's gonna want something like that.
I think like, and the more I think about it, it's like, nah, he probably gonna play into his son because it's like, bro, you came this far, like
Right? You so close.
Yeah, you so close to making that a reality. And the crazy part about it is like it's not like LeBron is just some bum. Like the dude is still amazing. Like he's still a beast. So he's definitely not what we like the athletic freak that we was just what
I will say one thing. I
2009.
was surprised to hear him say. I know you saw him probably say this. I was surprised to hear him say, even though like people probably debate it and argue it, but you don't like. It is something that's different to hear him say like I'm not. Or he said I'm still better than 90% of these guys, maybe 95%. That was the first admission to him to me see like LeBron like not viewing himself as the best player in the league. Like him being like that honest or whatever about it. Like he still thinks that he's an elite great player, which he is, but he doesn't think that he's saying maybe I'm top 5. He's saying I'm a top 10 player, maybe I'm top 5. So he's even kind of like saying that like he's admitting that.
Yeah, he not what he used to be for sure.
Because
and that's it's good to acknowledge that. But
I don't think he really has to do that. I was just surprised that he did it. Like I actually didn't expect. Yeah, like I mean, he is being really honest about that, which I just like I didn't expect him to do that. I figured like he would still, always view himself as the best until he retires, even regardless of that, because you always gonna have that cachet being LeBron James. You can kind of always you can say that, and people are gonna kind of like you LeBron James. They're not gonna really argue against it, especially if you still like playing at an elite level, like you average 30 points a game. But the fact that he did kind of like give that indication about that makes me think that, yeah, the time is coming. I don't think it's going to be next year, but like he's starting to view himself like, I'm not the best player in the league no more. And so maybe that's a part of the conversation of why, like, oh, maybe this is going to be the last year, but I don't think it is. But that's why I think like a couple more years, 40 years old. I think that's going to be it. I think 40 is a good round number for him to like play in.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. I don't know. It's gonna be weird. It's gonna be weird as hell for me watching the NBA. I know you was watching the league before Bron got drafted, but I don't remember the NBA without Bron. So
to be honest, like I was, but like when I started watching it like heavy, like a lot, it was 2002. So like right before
he got drafted.
Yeah, literally 2002 is when I started watching basketball like every week, multiple games a week type of thing. But before that, 2001 I was watching very casually. 2000, watching very casually as a kid, like but 2002 definitely that was when I was like heavily watching as much, at least all the national games I could watch. Like I was but
did they have like league pass back then?
Nah, it wasn't league pass. I was just watching game on ESPN, TNT, ABC. It was a game, but there were still games like pretty frequently, where you could probably watch like 4 or 5 games a week. But yeah, they used to have like it was NBA Thursdays, NBA Tuesdays, and they would have a TNT doubleheader. They would still do that, like, but yeah, ESPN would do doubleheaders too. But yeah, it was so pretty much damn near majority of the time I've been watching basketball, LeBron been in the league. So,
Man, all right. Well, we can wrap up this episode 26. It's a fun one. The Celtics, they still alive.
3-2 and back-to-back blowouts. We're gonna see if this. I'm not gonna call this man a fool no more. But we're gonna see if we're gonna see if Gabe Vincent's back for Game 6 because the Heat need all the shooting they can get right now. They're gonna have to be ready because Game 6 is it's all on the line. Really, they got to play it like it's Game 7.
I definitely like. If Miami lose Game 6, they're not winning Game 7. Like that's just how it go. If Miami,
you would think, right?
You would think.
I gotta go check. I'm curious because I think the teams that have been down 3-0, I want to go see if I think it was only like maybe less than a handful. Might have been like maybe 3 that like forced a Game 7 from down 3-0.
Mm.
I'm very curious if any of the ones that forced a Game 7 from down 3-0 were the home team.
Let me check
because I feel like it probably wasn't. It probably was all road teams. Now I know there's some that forced the Game 6. I think it was like a little bit more that forced the Game 6 down 3-0. I think it's probably like 7 or 8, something like that. That forced.
The Trailblazers, like you said in 2003, they forced the Game 7 against the Mavericks. The Nuggets forced a Game 7 in '94 against the Jazz, and the Knicks against the Rochester Royals.
Damn, that's like probably in the 60s or something.
1951.
50s, even worse.
And I think the Nuggets in '94, they were the same Nuggets who I think they were down 0-2. Could you remember when they had like 5-game series? Like the first round, it was like best of 5.
Some of the Nuggets that upset the Sonics as the A seed. Is the Nuggets talking about? Yeah.
Uh huh.
With the Kemba Mutombo.
Yeah. Uh huh. Yeah, they were down 0-2, and then they forced the Game 5 and they won. But yeah, man, I love the NBA drama field. It could be a bit. I don't know. Some people say it could be kind of rigged because if Miami would have swept, it would have been like 10 days before the start of the NBA Finals. So, maybe that buys the NBA some time.
The way these games have gone, it's just been ass whooping. So we can't even say that. Yeah, it's just been.
Yeah, but somebody gonna say, well, how all of a sudden Miami not shooting good no more? You know.
What was the script? I remember that there was that BS fake leak script. Wasn't it like
man, I saw that as soon as I saw it when I read it, I knew it was fake because they said the Lakers were gonna win Game 7
and LeBron was gonna drop like 50 or something, right?
No, not even that. Not even that. They said the Lakers
something like that.
The Lakers were gonna win Game 7 in the crypto arena, and I'm like, that's fake because the Celtics would have home court in that series. So. That's a fake script. Not even like the point. Huh?
You killing me. You like up until that point though, it seemed like it was legit.
No. I was reading it just to find something fake.
No, I know.
Yeah, and I was like, this not real. But let me see if I can find something that's like that's like obvious.
You're like, hold up, this could be believable.
Yeah, I mean, I was hoping. Shit, I'm like, hey. LeBron dropped 50 in the Game 7 against the Celtics. They never say nothing about his legacy. Like,
man, imagine.
But I was watching. I was reading it for fun at first, and I was like, let me see if I can find something that's really like off about this. And I saw it, and it said, Lakers gonna win Game 7 in the Crypto.com arena. I'm like, they won't even play Game 7 at home because they wouldn't even be the fucking home team. So that's when I knew I was like, man, this is BS.
Yeah, I saw something like as well, like this people are so superstitious with some of this stuff. Do you remember like that TikTok dog or whatever? The TikTok dog that would be like,
hey, as soon as about to close out.
All right.
Hey, watch out.
Hey man,
what's up, man?
Man, my fault for being late was, man.
You good, man. You good.
When I say hospital jobs ain't no goddamn joke. Oh man, what I miss?
Well, as I told you the other day,
okay,
in the form of the DM,
Don't do this.
That Jason Tatum, Jason Christopher Tatum Sr.
Oh my God,
is
The
on the
14th.
path
The 14th.
of making history.
He's not making history.
He's on the path of making history. Okay, if they win Game 6, are they making history?
If they win Game 6, yeah, we might have to have a conversation. We might have to have a conversation. But until then, man, they gotta go. They gotta go back to Miami. They gotta win this. They gotta win this one. And I'm not betting against the Heat in that sense. You're up 3-0. You have, in my opinion, the best head coach in the game right now. You have
Man, hey, a lot of that about to be at stake. The Jimmy.
I was saying after the game I was talking to my homeboys. I said, I kid you not. Right now, Eric Spoelstra is like the best head coach in the game. Let him blow a 3-0 lead. He gonna be down there with Doc Rivers and them.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he gonna be down there with Doc
I'm gonna let him off
Rivers.
the
Cause Doc Rivers ain't never blew no 3-0 lead.
Nah,
You
ain't nobody blowing no 3-0.
all them 3-1 leads that equivalated.
Ain't
though.
nobody blowing no 3-0 lead. That's the thing.
True.
Yeah, but no. I'm just saying he hasn't. Like,
No.
People shit on Doc Rivers a lot.
But Doc Rivers,
that's something you can't say Doc Rivers ever did.
How many 3-1 leads have Doc Rivers blown?
I think 3.
3?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say a 3-0 lead will equivalent to those 3.
And I'm not gonna lie, a lot. I actually thought the Raptors last year was gonna go to Game 7 when they played Philly and they was up 3-0. And I really thought, like, I was like, nah, this finna go 7.
Shit. Remember, if it wasn't for that crazy ass 3 that Joel Embiid hit to win the game
in Game 3, yeah.
Mm-hmm. They probably might be, going back to Toronto 2-2. Or going back to Philly 2-2. I'm sorry. Yeah. No, because didn't that put them up 3-0?
They put them up 3-0, but
yeah.
But I'm talking about going back to Toronto.
Yeah, I'm saying if he doesn't hit that 3-pointer, Toronto had all the momentum going their way. Because remember, they made that monster comeback in the fourth quarter. Mm-hmm. So if they win that game, they're 2-1. I think Toronto won the next game, right?
They did, yeah.
So they won Game 5. Yeah, so you're going back to Philly tied 2-2.
2-2, yeah. Philly, yeah.
I'm not down Nick Nurse's defensive scheme to maybe pull one out. I
really thought, I was like, man, if it's one coach that's gonna give a 3-0 lead, it's gonna be Doc Rivers. And he didn't go up a 3-0 lead. They won Game 6, but he lived.
They blew him out in Game 6.
Yeah, they blew him out in Game 6. Yeah. But he still screwed them up. But they was up 30. He left Joel Embiid in the game. Joel Embiid freaking broke his face. So
man,
he did it. If you think about it, he did the same. He did more of the same this year. He did more of the same this year. What happened with Joel Embiid's injury? How did it come about?
That one's on Embiid. It's just him.
Yeah, he was just falling like an idiot.
He got injured. He went for a block.
I thought they were blowing. Weren't they blowing him out?
No, it was not Game 3. No, that game
they were up.
Yeah, that happened Game 3, right?
Yeah, they were up. They were up by like 3 or 4 points. It was close.
Oh,
okay. It was he went for a block on Cam Johnson.
Yeah,
and then he landed awkwardly and then fell into the stanchion, and then he sprained his knee on when he was falling into the stanchion.
Nah, but hey, man, can you give me like 5 minutes for me to get off my propaganda? Because I ain't seen my boys in a minute, so I got to catch y'all up on the propaganda I've been pushing around the community as of late. Since
now that the Kings propaganda is died.
I'm be right back. I'm gonna give me some water. But hey, look, check out my picture real quick. Wait, no, not that one.
What did Jalen Green do? Snitch on Stephen Fowler?
I won't. Hold on. Hold on, let me
tell you. That's my picture right there.
Drew, Des, did y'all see that? Did y'all see that interview with PG that Jalen Green did, where he just like completely went in on Stephen Silas's coaching?
No, I gotta watch the whole thing. I only saw clips of it.
Yeah, I was listening to some of it, but I didn't get that far.
It was first of all, I think it was a great interview. It's underrated. What the really, dude? Come on, Des.
Yeah, man.
I'm about to get on your dude's ass. But anyway, No, it was a great interview, but one of the things that Jalen Green did that I think like it's going to be a stain on Stephen Silas is Jalen Green when PG asked him about how did he feel about the hiring of Ime Udoka, right? He was like, finally we have some structure in a locker room, basically confirming everybody's suspicion that Stephen Silas was running an AU team that whole time.
Literally, I didn't even know that he said that. I got to watch the whole thing. But literally, one of the things I've complained about for the entirety of this stint that we've had with Silas is that we don't have any structure. Like we don't seem like we know
Me
what we're
too.
doing.
Me
Things
too.
are just a mess. Like every other night, we just roll the ball out there, and you don't know who's going to be doing what. It's literally just like anybody's night to ISO. You don't know who's going to be.
And
That's
this
all
is
we
what
pretty much do.
this is what happens when people fall when the front office tries to lean more towards a team friendly coach. This is what happens when you do it with young players. You need one of those hard ass coaches. To be honest with you, I didn't even feel like Ime Udoka probably was the best person for the job. I thought Nick Nurse.
Yeah, I wanted Nick. Yeah, I was the same. I wanted Nick Nurse too.
Yeah, because Nick Nurse has that. He has that college type demeanor.
Yeah. I remember Drew wanted Quinn Snyder first before he wanted
initially
Quinn Snyder would have been
initially,
good.
Yeah.
Quinn Snyder would have been good too.
That was my number one. It was Quinn Snyder, but then after the Hawks got him, then I was saying Nick Nurse. Honestly, even I was like Udoka was my last out of the ones. I was cool with we got him, but I just was worried about
what about
potential.
Vogel. Who's with it? Vogel.
Yeah, I had actually it was Snyder, Nurse, Vogel, Kenny Atkinson, then Udoka.
To be honest with you, I think me and Dez talked about it on Open Gym. Mine was Nick Nurse, Kenny Atkinson was second, and then Ime Udoka would be third. If you could be able to get him, but that was before I didn't even realize that Ime Udoka was like that available. I thought that it was like a rumor. I didn't even really believe in it. But so before I go on my propaganda run, let me ask y'all this question. So now that Ime Udoka, because old man, it's gonna take about 5 minutes for me to get all of this shit off because I got like a whole bunch of like storylines. I've been writing in the newspaper and stuff. Matter of fact, I think I got it in my notebook. I'll open it up for you. But but I want to ask y'all, with us all being from Houston, how do you feel about this coaching hire? Do you think that this is a coaching hire that makes he's just a temporary solve? Like as soon as the team starts to make like gain a head of steam, they're gonna fire him and hire somebody else to take over the job? Or do you think Ime is here for the long run?
I think he's here for the long run as long as he doesn't, fuck up or do anything stupid again. Because I mean, he only really had. Yeah.
Don't be fucking nobody.
Yeah, he only had 1 year as a head coach. Like we're being honest, and it was a great year, but it was that was his debut. He's still young in the game. I'm sure he's gonna want somewhere. If he's gonna be coaching a bunch of young guys, he's gonna want to be able to show some growth, development with them, and put his imprint on this being his team. Because really, he's gonna kind of get an opportunity to kind of mold these guys and have he's going to be judged going forward in his career for what he does here in Houston, and because it's gonna have multiple years to try and develop a young team that hasn't done anything, that's been losing, the worst record in the league 3 consecutive years. He has a chance to really change things around and change his whole personal narrative around as well, and. And yeah, like if he could do that, I feel like he'll definitely want to stay around and at least try and turn this team into a contender. Will he ultimately win? Who knows? That's the other question. But
I don't think anybody expecting me personally, I don't expect the Houston Rockets. This is non-biased because I hate the Houston Rockets, but my non-biased self believes, man, within 3 to 4 years, I don't think you should really expect the Houston Rockets to do much else but compete for maybe a play-in. Every year there. The main thing is a consistent work ethic. That's my main concern with this Houston Rockets roster. Jalen Green has the potential. Sengun has the potential. Hell, Kevin Porter Jr., if you slide him to the bench role, I think he has great potential as a heat check player. But The main thing is a consistent work ethic. They got to come into every game looking to put in effort, and I think Ime Udoka could be able to do that.
I think what Ime can do is I think he can. I know this might sound weird, but I would say like establish his dominance in a way because like I spoke on Silas before. It's like
Man.
I guess they need somebody that they like not fear, but somebody that they like really respect.
Oh, okay, yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, and I think
hold them accountable.
Like somebody can hold them accountable, can like put them in the right roles, and they can bring the best out of them instead of just have them out there just playing. Like I don't know if y'all saw it was a clip of Josh Christopher. He was walking to the bench and he was like maybe like mimicking like Steven Silas clapping. He was like he was basically like mimicking. It's like bro,
no
like,
respect.
It's like no respect. And I think Steven Silas is a good basketball mind. I think he's a good assistant coach. I think he was the assistant coach for Dallas before he became the
and Golden State before.
And Golden State. So definitely, but as the head coach, it's not just about X's and O's. It's about managing egos, knowing your personnel, and
I don't even know about the X's and O's with Styles. I'm gonna be honest.
That's something totally different. But that's a huge point. You can't be like you can't be a coach if a head coach if the team just doesn't respect you. Like and it was clear that they had they maybe liked him like as a guy, but respected his authority as a coach. I don't believe they did.
One of the things
I'm gonna keep it a sec. Drew, I'm gonna just say this and then I'm gonna let you go. I remember Steven Silas before getting a head coaching job in Houston. Because remember, it was reported that he got hired during the playoffs while the Dallas Mavericks was going on that great run. He didn't do anything special offensively. And he damn sure was not the catalyst for that great defense that they were playing for the majority of that playoffs. It was just the luck of the eye. It was the luck of the iron that he got. You know, he got lucky more so than anything. I don't think he did anything special for that Dallas Mavericks team, because if you go back and you look at that Dallas offense, we all know what that offense was. We know what that offense was. And it was just Luka being able to come off of pick and rolls and being able to manipulate every single matchup he faced. And that's all.
He's still doing that.
Exactly. He's still doing that. So really, when you really think about it, Steven Silas did, a dumb man.
But to be fair to Steven Silas, when he was hired, this wasn't the blueprint. This wasn't the team that he thought he was getting. He thought he was getting James Harden, Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, Russell Westbrook.
Yeah.
I mean, that's to be fair to him. I mean, you're absolutely right. But
although none of those guys wanted him.
James Harden was like out on Houston.
But if we speak objectively, would you have wanted Steven Silas? Would you have wanted Steven Silas to coach to be the head coach for that team and try to contend for a championship?
I'm always against having like a brand new head coach that I never coached as a head coach before in a situation.
I'm not against a head. I'm not against I wasn't against Steve Kerr getting that head coaching job over Mark Jackson for the Golden State Warriors. I wasn't against that. Because I felt like he actually I've seen him in roles around the team that actually benefited him, knowledge wise, especially being under Greg Popovich and seeing Mike D'Antoni's offense up close and personal. Like, there's only good things that's gonna come from that. Steven Silas was under Jason Kidd.
I'm against. So in the Kerr situation, the Kerr situation though, like he showed his worth, like he showed what he was capable of immediately. But like just as a general rule, I'm generally usually going to not be in favor of hiring a brand new guy that's never coached as a head, a brand new guy to be a head coach for the first time. I'm usually not going to be in favor of that.
Oh, okay. So you're saying
for like any team,
he was a He was a special case.
Yeah, I think he's a special case. I'm not saying that it can't work out because I mean Udoka was
Would you for like any team period? Like
I would say
what they were like an assistant.
I would say no. So like he because he was an assistant.
Yeah,
He was an
Udoka
assistant.
and Silas were too.
But yeah, I think it just depends. Like for Silas, I could be probably out of the two situations, I could be more cool with him coaching veterans, like coaching a team that's. I still don't think it would work. I still don't think it would. But I could be cooler with him coaching like a team with if we still had like Harden and the vets there over coaching a team with a bunch of young guys, because I feel like he just doesn't have a lot of experience to call back to of doing anything. Like whenever you're coaching a bunch of young guys, you need something that you can kind of draw back and be like, hey, like when I was coaching this team, like we did this when this situation came up. It's something that you could refer to and you can kind of like, and it'll be convincing to them because you're trying to get these guys to buy in. And if you ain't ever done anything, then what do you have to call back to get them to buy in when things get bad, when things get rough? You can't be like, hey, like I had this situation happen with so-and-so and look what we were able to do and we were able to come through and achieve and accomplish. He has nothing to go back to. And that to me is always.
But I mean, even if he did have something to go back to, the way that he speaks to his. I
think it would help. I think it would help a lot because you get more respect and you get more buy-in. I think with that when you have like a resume or a reputation.
Man, when it comes to sports, soft-spoken coaches very, very rarely. Rarely.
That's the thing, though.
Are successful.
And that also doesn't help him. Like him being just a soft-spoken, nice guy, because he's a really nice guy. It doesn't help him that he doesn't have any resume to also call back to, because that would have helped mitigate that somewhere. As if he is a nice guy, but it's worked before, like it's had some success, then he could be like, hey, but like no, like it's you haven't done anything, and you're trying this nice guy approach. Like you're a good mentor. Like I know that KPJ thing, like he got really emotional about that, and I'm sure KPJ appreciates that because like he helped him. Give him the opportunity or whatever to show his ability to get that contract. But as far as like game in, game out, being on a losing streak, turning things around, making in-game adjustments, getting through the guys, there's nothing that he could really refer to. Like he has nothing. And you're in that he's in that situation for the first time in his life again with a bunch of guys that have been in this that are in a new situation for the first time in their life as NBA players. I feel like that was just always going to be an issue.
So do you think you think there's a job out there for him in the future?
Probably not for a while. He's probably going to have to be assistant again for a little bit.
A head coaching job?
Yeah.
Nah. I feel like he's going to be back on the assistant ground for a minute. Yeah.
As well he should. I mean, shoot, what's the rush, bro? Like he got a chance to get his feet wet. He sees what it takes. Most likely if he does get another head coaching job, it's going to be another young team. You take this L, lick your wounds, go back to assistant coaching and take what you learned from this experience and go and build up a better better playbook. Practice on your communication with the players. But shit, man. All right, y'all ready? All right.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead. I'm waiting for you, man.
I got my body on. I still got to take a swig. Hold on. That's how you know I'm. That's how you know I'm country. I say swig. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. All right. So, last time I talked to y'all, Sacramento was what, up 3?
Oh snap! We're back on Sacramento,
3-2, right? Yeah. Oh! I told you. Yeah, I'm starting from the top.
Wait, that was the last time?
The last time I spoke to y'all.
I thought that were they already. Mm-hmm. I guess no. You're right. Damn.
Yeah. Last time we spoke, the Sacramento Kings was down 3-2.
I told you, man. Experience is a
motherfucker. I told you they were coming back. It was going to be 7 games. I did not expect a Steph Curry to go absolutely ballistic scoring wise. I did not. I'm sorry. This is the first time I've ever seen Steph Curry be that aggressive for his shot, and not just from the 3-point line, but getting to the rim using his handle to be able to get into traffic, not looking to dump it off to Draymond or Kevon Looney or kick it out to Clay, but looking to actually finish around the rim on a consistent basis. Bro put up like 30 shots. How often do you see Steph do that? I got the answer. It's only been once. That game 7. That shit was crazy. But never mind that. Sacramento had a great season. But I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. That's as good as it gets for the Sacramento Kings. Next year, them niggas is not gonna be no 3rd seed, bro. Not gonna be no 3rd seed. They can't. And Steph Curry is the best player in the world. So going into the second play,
hold on. You think Curry is the best player in the world right now?
Yeah, I think so. And it's not to take away, because I think my list has usually fluctuated between Giannis, Steph, and Jokic. And I think even though I don't hold this first round loss to the Heat against Giannis necessarily. Giannis did not perform very well.
I see what you're doing. Hold on. I'm gonna let you continue your soliloquy. But I see what you're doing. You overcompensating for your Kings pick. Not Curry the best in the world because you were dead wrong. Hey, I told you, man. They lacked the appropriate experience, and now they're gaining it. They're gaining the experience. All right.
Look. All right. You want to hear? All right, you was right. Okay, I thought that the Sacramento Kings was going to do some Golden State Warriors type shit. Remember in 2013 how they knocked off the Denver Nuggets?
Hey, we went over this.
The Denver Nuggets had the experience. They had the experience.
Oh hell no! Hell no.
What kind lost to Danilo Gallinari? What we talking about?
They had like one. The Nuggets had some playoff experience of first round exits. What you
man? You sleep, man. The Manimal, man. What are we talking about here? Anyway, let he leave. Oh, Iguodala pulled a KD before.
Yeah, he beat back though. Yeah, he beat back though.
That's neither here nor there. Never that. Anyway, nah, you was right. All right. You happy? Sacramento was too young, inexperienced. They made a lot of mistakes. I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. I thought
it's a bonus. Oh my goodness.
I thought Sabonis specifically was going to be better than he ended up being for that entire series. I thought game 1, 2 was an anomaly, but
he did have better games after that. But it was very inconsistent. Yeah.
He was decent, but not the Sabonis we saw during the regular season. Not that's for sure. The Sabonis we saw during the regular season was way more. No disrespect, number 15. Oh, wow. All right. First of all, the Jokic is number 2 currently.
So wait, if somebody told you Jokic was the best player in the world,
I wouldn't be mad.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, like personally, at this point in time, I'll say Jokic, but it's still a debate. Like it's still arguable. I don't think he's just far and away the best in the world.
I feel like for as good of a playmaker as Jokic is, and Jokic is like he's been great. Not really as good this postseason though, I gotta say. But he's been great like this entire season. I'm just looking at the way that Steph is able to score for this entire season, and then his ability to defend got better. Like the Golden State Warriors team got worse defensively, but he got better. So I'm taking that into account. And I'm just like, damn, at that point, what really is holding him back from being the best player in the world right
now? Cecil, Melo overrated.
Oh, wow.
Not top 75.
Oh, 15 and level.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Anyway.
Not top 75. Not for me.
Oh,
damn.
Wait. What?
Better extend that to top 100. No.
Oh, wow.
Drew say Melo not top 5? No, not 75?
Hey, no. Dwight is more deserving of the top 75 than Melo.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Dwight should have got it ahead of him.
Stand by it.
The Melo?
Hey, can we keep it a stack?
Let me get nasty. Let me get nastier with it. Ray Allen also more deserving of the top 75.
No.
I mean, than Melo. Not
talking about. Put me in the big screen. I get even nastier than that. I'll get even nastier than that.
Oh shoot! I think I kicked him out.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Look, I'm finna get even nasty. I'm finna get even nastier. Put me in the big screen.
I didn't mean to kick you out.
You said
I just tried to take you out.
you said Ray Allen. I'm finna get so much nasty. I'm finna get so nasty. Y'all finna throw it.
No. I actually might disagree with this one.
Tony Parker and Manu Ginobili should have been ahead of him. They should have been
top 75?
They should have been top 75 before him. They should have been top 75.
The Tony Parker one, I'm starting to think about now.
What, man? Me personally, what? All right, what is the criteria for a top 75 list? Accolades,
right?
correct? Accolades, correct?
I mean,
it's pretty
yes, obviously your skill, how great you are at the game of basketball, but your accolades get it taken into account, right?
Hold up, James.
Hey, money. Hey, man, what you think about Drew saying Melo shouldn't be top 75?
Melo.
Yeah, he said,
you're an idiot. Wait, who you got over him? Who you got taking this spot?
I mean, I said Dwight wasn't on there, so I'm like, Dwight should be on there over Melo. Easy, that's the first one.
Dwight should be on there, but over Melo?
Yeah.
Ain't Dame on there? Ain't gonna lie, that's what the fuck you should take off.
Dame on there too. Yeah, I know.
You know what? Dame should also be on there over Melo. Yeah, straight up. Dead ass.
Get the fuck up out of here.
Dead ass.
Bro,
what has Melo done that makes him all time better than Dame? Please tell me. Disappoint in a bunch of regular seasons, underperform in the playoffs again and again and again.
Scoring champion.
I mean, shit, Dame ain't just great in the playoffs either, though.
No, but Dame has better playoff moments, at least.
Oh, right? Wow. Playoff
we got them 2 game winners.
He has 2 game winners, and Melo he lost to Kobe in the conference finals in 2009.
Okay, ain't no shame in losing to Kobe.
Okay, that's 1 year, and then the rest of his playoff career is what?
He lost to LeBron.
Hey, but no, what was the context of him losing LeBron? Like, was he great? And then it was like a battle head to head. The Titans.
He got beaten 5.
Nah.
But Dame, I would say Dame got swept by Curry, but I mean,
that's still.
It was bad. No, that was bad because
Dame had broken ribs though.
That was a bad loss.
Wasn't even playing. Yeah, KD wasn't even playing that.
Yeah, it was bad because they got swept.
He played, but he wasn't playing like he was terrible because he couldn't play the same.
4 straight games, the Trailblazers had a lead going.
Yes, exactly. That shit crazy.
But I ain't gonna lie, you are making me like.
It is close. It is close. But
y'all gonna make me get nasty. I'm gonna find this graphic that I had a long time ago.
Both Dame and Melo mid. So man, I don't know.
Exactly. It's like a mid off, bro.
Yeah, no, for real.
Hey, at least
Dame has the third, but
yeah, Dwight definitely should be on there. Yeah, like over both of them. Yeah. Definitely.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's crazy.
Anthony and Manu.
Okay, I don't know about
the Manu one. I can't say, even though like I know what you project.
Yeah,
you gotta
I can see Tony over Manu, but I don't know.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Tony goes in first, but Manu comes like surely behind.
But wow,
over who?
Saying over Melo.
Over Melo.
I ain't gonna lie, you getting disrespectful now, bro.
What are you talking about?
Okay,
so you let the Frenchman in?
Look at it though.
Wait, so you let the Frenchman in, but you don't let Manu in?
I ain't gonna lie, because like, bro, Manu was cold. I ain't gonna lie, he cold in a bit. But like, also you gotta look at it though. Like Melo was leading his team though.
Yeah, that's
if Manu was leading his team. Okay, but if Manu was leading his team, what the hell would he lead his team to?
We don't know.
We don't know exactly.
See, that's the problem. Yeah, like with the Manu thing, you gotta do too much. You gotta do too many hypotheticals.
He tweets so fucking stupid, bro.
That's hypothetical, but I tell you what I do know. That man, Manu Ginobili got 4 championships. But I think I think Manu, would you say Manu's a better defender?
Hey, I didn't actually support the Tony Parker and
Yeah,
Manu.
you did. No, yeah, you did.
No, I did not.
Yeah, you did.
No.
You said I'm low
Nah,
key. I'm low key.
He's saying kick you because of the Melo thing. Yeah,
Nah.
Drew.
Nah.
Drew definitely.
No, you know who put the Nuggets on the map? You know who put the Nuggets on the map?
Don't
Alex
say it.
English. That's who put Nuggets on the map. All right. Alex
Man,
English.
Old ass
Look,
nigga.
if we keep it historian. We're keeping it historian. My boy Kiki Vandeweghe put him on the map, man. What are we talking about?
I mean, he was playing with Alex English and them, but fun.
Bro,
Oh,
imagine
here's
if
some
Melo
best.
went to the Pistons though, bro.
Shoot, if we're gonna keep it a stat, fat liver.
Man, the Rocky.
Melo top 75. I see me personally. I'm the type of guy. A lot of these people y'all saying like Dwight for sure, Melo for sure. Tony.
You all them old niggas though, bro.
Bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. You gotta take some of them out, bro.
No. Oh, I'm kicking all those old dudes off, and I'm still putting
Okay.
in.
So
Okay,
you take
so
all the
so
old
then
dudes off. You still don't got
You
Melo
still
top
say
75?
Melo
Hey.
not 75? You acting like you tripping now, bro.
Hey, Desta, I'm gonna make a list. I'm gonna
Alright.
make a list.
Please tell me 75 players
I'm gonna make a
better
list.
than Melo. It's not.
In
No,
the
no.
modern NBA. In the modern NBA.
Yeah, I'm only doing 1980 and up. I'm doing 1980 and up.
Bro, fuck that
1980 and up?
modern NBA. Even include the old players. You can't, bro. In no way. It's not 75 players.
Oh
better
no.
than Melo,
We
bro.
start going to the 60s, boy. I'm on your ass, man.
Now you said the 80s, but I'm trying to 75, even through the 80s. Nah, bro. Hell nah.
No, because there's a lot. They have a lot of dudes on there that's like playing pre 1980. So
No,
they all get
I
invited.
know, and you said you're gonna take all them off, and you still gonna have 75 players better than Melo.
Well, yeah.
I'm
'cause,
not even joking anymore, Drew. If we come together, I promise you we could find 75 niggas that's better than Melo.
Bro, what's wrong with y'all niggas and Melo? Y'all niggas hate Melo?
Yeah, I got hurt with Melo. Yeah, I got hurt.
I hate the.
Hold up. Wait, hold up. It's a question, Cecil. It's a question. It's not even a question. Harden's easily over Melo. It's not even. They ain't even in the same stratosphere.
Yeah,
like they ain't in the same room. Like Melo's
yeah.
Melo's in the room. Like he's ahead of him, but he's in the room with like Joe Johnson. Like he in the same room.
Getting
With Joe Johnson.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Hell nah, bro. You getting disrespectful. Nah, bro.
Johnson.
What you got against Melo, bro? What do you got against Melo?
He's like the top of the.
Melo
he's like the top.
Melo's the
he's
first
top
ballot
of the-
Hall of Famer.
I know, and Joe Johnson's the second ballot Hall of Famer. All right, let's get
Okay,
it.
but that's why you're not in the same
All
room
right.
with Joe
All
Johnson.
Hey, but like,
Well, don't might not make the Hall of Fame. I don't
he's
know
gonna
if
make the Hall of Fame.
If we talking career wise, Melo on the Paul George. He in the Paul George room.
Bro, no the fuck he is not,
He in
bro.
the Paul George room, bro.
Nah, bro.
Yeah. You know what?
Nah,
Yeah, he
bro.
probably is in the
Nah.
Paul George room.
Nah, he
actually.
Yeah, he in the Paul George room, bro.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. I used to overrate Melo a lot.
He low
Not gonna lie, but the way y'all talking about him, bro.
I say like he like in the Paul Pierce room, bro.
Joe
Like,
Johnson's a 7-time All-Star. Desto. He's a
I say the
7-time.
Paul
No, for real.
Pierce.
No, for real. It is nothing wrong with being in the Paul George room.
I said
It's
Paul
comfortable.
Pierce, not
They
Paul
got
George.
a nice
Seven
little sofa.
I know he's 7 times.
Ain't like he was hooping in
Paul
Atlanta.
George room.
Joe Johnson was cold. I ain't gonna lie.
And I hear what Jay is saying. I'm not even finna discuss that. He is not in the Paul Pierce room. He is not in the Paul Pierce room.
Nah, I'm gonna be honest.
Yes,
I
he
was
is,
joking
bro.
with the Joe Johnson thing.
Okay.
I'm not saying that he's definitely better than Joe Johnson. I'm just saying like he's closer to Joe Johnson.
He's in that
in the Paul
stratosphere.
Pierce
He's in
room,
that
bro.
stratosphere. He's not in that stratosphere, but I know.
To me, he's closer to Joe Johnson than he is to James Harden. That's what I would say.
I don't know about
No,
that,
I ain't.
bro.
I think Paul Pierce is a good. Paul Pierce is a good.
And because if you look at them as players, they're players that were only elite at one thing.
Okay,
Scoring.
so I got a question. Who
Joe Johnson was elite.
I would put him.
I mean,
instead of you saying
my bad.
no,
They were only really
was Joe
good at one
Johnson
thing.
elite?
Instead you said Joe Johnson. What
Yeah,
about
He was
Dominique?
He was
Dominique?
good. He was good.
Okay, all right, there we go. There we go. Now we back on track.
What about Dominique?
Dominique Wilkins?
I would say he's in that realm instead of like
No,
Joe Johnson.
because Dominique didn't. He wasn't successful. Like his career didn't pan out for reasons that were outside. His
Yeah.
career didn't. No. I'm not saying it wasn't successful. I'm saying
I'm
his
just
career
saying, like,
didn't-
bro, they only did one thing. They were just
Nah,
scoring.
Dominique did way. He did way more than that. What you talking about? He did more.
What
He
did he
did more
do?
than just dunking. He did more than
No,
just.
I didn't say he was dunking. I
He
said
talking about
scoring.
scoring. He talking about
No. Oh
scoring.
yeah. No. He was a pretty good defender as well. And
He was better than Melo. Yeah, he was definitely better than
to
Melo.
keep it. Nah, he was a better defender than Melo. Melo.
No, that's what I said. He was,
No, yeah, that's why I said
Oh yeah.
definitely better.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't hear you. I think he's underrated as far as like underrated for his standards. Like as far as like people talk about Dominique Wilkins, like he couldn't pass like that. Dominique Wilkins, like back in the day, for a forward, he was actually one of the better passers.
Nigga said back in the day, like he was alive back then.
Oh, I definitely was not. But niggas, when niggas talk about like his era, they always talk about
I ain't
obviously.
like yeah,
because
they talk about
him
the
before
bird.
Jordan. Like he was like the amazing nigga before Jordan.
Yeah, he didn't. But he didn't win. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Because he was in that era with players that just was better, and his team was trash, and his franchise never built nothing around him. So I can't penalize a nigga for that. Now, if you're talking about Melo, who got everything given to him that he asked for, and he just fumbled the bag like a beat. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah, see, bro, you just got something personal against Melo.
Nah. You know what would be better.
What's
This would
this
be better to say.
agenda?
The Joe Johnson one, I was kind of joking a little bit though. The Vince Carter, he's like at the head of the room with Vince Carter. There we go.
No, he's not. He's not ahead of Vince Carter in that room. He's in the room with him.
No, he said they the head. He said both of them like right there at the head of the room.
Yeah.
Oh,
I can see that.
Okay, but Paul George in that same room.
Who's better? Who's better? Melo or T Mac?
You gotta say Melo because T-Man just had the injuries are a big part of it. But yeah, you gotta say.
What about peak for peak? What about peak for peak?
I ain't gonna lie, T-Mac peak though, bro.
You said Pistol Pete?
I said peak for peak.
Peak.
Oh, peak.
If I can get if I can get them at their best, just straight up best, like forget the injuries, I'm taking.
I'm
T-Mac.
still going Melo.
Yeah, T-Mac. Yeah, I got T-Mac.
I'm still going Melo.
T-Mac was T-Mac better defender, better playmaker,
better scorer,
and like more versatile scorer.
How
his ability.
Yeah, versatile. More versatile scorer.
But at their best,
I think he's more athletic.
At their best, T-Mac was more.
Question.
T-Mac at their best, T-Mac was more ball dominant.
Wait,
Melo
what?
at his best. Yeah, T-Mac was more ball dominant.
Hold up. What are you talking
about? 3-point
line? No. And I know it's saying a lot, even considering how ball dominant Melo is. Like, just one of the most ball dominant players of all time. But T-Mac at his peak, which is Orlando Magic, he was mad ball dominant. Like, let's keep it a step. Mad ball dominant.
But Melo, I mean, how was he more ball
dominant?
Hey,
Drew, look at this one. Look at this.
Is it not a discussion though?
Hey, he ducking the smoke.
Is it not a discussion?
No,
it's not a discussion.
It's not a discussion.
If you want to go like this, if you're talking about who was more fun to watch at their peak,
come on, bro.
Then yes, T-Mac.
Obviously, we're not doing it.
But that's not what we're doing. We're talking about impact, ability, skill set.
Harden at his peak was one of the best offensive players in history, bro.
Yeah. And Harden's like ability as a playmaker is so much above T-Mac's, and T-Mac was a good playmaker. Like T-Mac compared to Melo is like, I don't know, probably like.
And he was okay. I see what you're saying. And his defense really wasn't that much of a negative either. So
he was a good defender, especially like there was times where he would lock in on defense too. Like
I'm with you. But I'm with you. Hey,
T-Mac over Harden. Crazy.
Hey, Pete. Are we done with this conversation of whether Jimmy Butler is a top 10 player though? No. At this point?
No.
I ain't gonna lie.
Come on, we gotta be that. He's solidified. He's give
me 10 guys firmly better than Jimmy Butler today.
No. I'm saying he's top 10. We gotta stop taking him out. We gotta stop taking him out because of the regular season shit. He's proven this for 3 years out of the 3 of the last 4 years. He's proven it that he is that guy. The guy that we saw in 2020, he's still that guy in 2023. So we got to stop. We got to stop taking him out.
I mean, yeah.
Because before the playoffs started, Des, tell me, did you think that he was better than Damian Lillard?
No.
No.
I ain't gonna know.
Would you say that Jimmy Butler before the postseason started was better than Paul George?
Yes.
Yes.
Would you say that he was better than Devin Booker, Donovan Mitchell? Whichever one you probably got out of the 10.
Donovan Mitchell, yes. Devin Booker, I would lean Devin.
Okay.
But
And
even
at
in
this,
the
I
playoffs,
ain't
though,
gonna lie, bro. I'm
even
gonna say
the
yes,
playoffs,
bro.
no, but I'm getting somewhere with it. What I'm
All
trying
right,
to.
go ahead.
Oh wow. What I'm trying.
He going at Russ.
The Russ
Oh,
slander is
shit.
crazy. Yeah, the
No,
Russ.
because this man said peak Russ over Harden. I'm like, hold on a second.
You know, I was one of those people that really thought that at some point. Like when he won his MVP, I was all for the.
Bro,
for
he
the-
wasn't even supposed to win that though, bro.
Yeah.
Nah. I feel like he should. He if there was anybody that was going to win it besides Harden, he should have won it. But I agree.
But
I think
Harden should have won it though.
Yeah,
I give you
I think Harden
I
should've won
agree.
it, too.
I agree. If anybody other than Harden, then yeah, Russ. But Harden should have won it.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Cecil Perkins over here. Carry on.
Bro, Elite join up, bro.
Nah, for real.
He's ducking. He said, okay,
We need all this propaganda. Well, the point that I was trying to get at with the Jimmy Butler thing is that Jimmy Butler before the postseason started, everybody was basically thinking that what we saw in past postseasons was a fluke. You know, it's just simply circumstances. We're seeing now. This is really him.
I mean, okay. I kind of think like it's a
Man, I just let him slip
overstated,
by with
bro,
that. Wait, what did he just say?
Because me and Destin was talking about this with one of our friends on the game the other day, and like Jimmy, like this is what like his really second postseason where he like really just elevated his game like that. Like we were talking about it in 2020,
because it was
like
it's last year, this year.
Yeah, because like in 2020 he had a good postseason. In the finals he was amazing. In the finals he was amazing against the Lakers and stuff. But like throughout the whole postseason he wasn't just like this Jimmy Butler.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So I would say it's really like been 2 postseasons.
No. I'm with you.
If he keeps it up, then yeah. But no, I think he's top 10 now. I definitely.
But we do agree after the 2020 postseason was over, specifically after the finals with the performances that he put forth, everybody was ready to put him in the top 10. Everybody was ready to put him
until
in the
we seen 2021.
And then you saw 2021.
That was nasty.
And then you were like, man, this nigga just catfished us.
Yeah, 2021 I was fully on the Jimmy
But
Butler playoff Jimmy is a myth. And then
Uh-huh.
these last 2 years have been him trying to, you know.
So that's what. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying like with him being pushed back and then him being pushed back forth after last year postseason, and then pushed back again because of this regular season. This needs to be the time we need to like fully solidify. He's a top 10 player. This is really him.
All right, Justin. I got a question for you.
Oh shit!
If Jimmy blows this 3-0 lead.
No, he's not gonna blow the 3-0 lead, damn it.
I don't think so either. I got the Heat winning,
but if he blows the 3-0 lead, is he a top 10 player?
It depends. I'm not basing it off of the team success on what.
Okay, but
I agree. I agree.
Now, I understand that, but his play would definitely impact if they blow the lead or not.
If he plays like
not necessarily because if he shows up, but they're not hitting their threes like let's say the Heat go back to their regular form from the regular season, which is an inefficient 3-point shooting team. But Jimmy Butler is still putting up his great numbers. I'm not going to penalize Jimmy Butler because the Heat blew a 3-0 lead. I'm going to penalize the Heat and say, but Jimmy had a great series.
Yeah.
I guess I'm still forgetting that they overachieving anyway. Like they ain't supposed to be here.
Yeah. No. I don't care about none of that. At 3-0, get
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. 3-0 is crazy. Losing 4 straight is crazy.
That's sort of like what the Lakers are trying to push with their whole.
No. We weren't supposed to be here. We weren't supposed to be here.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. We really wasn't because nobody picked us though, bro. I mean, nobody picked the Heat.
But
Nobody
a
picked
sweep
the
is
Heat. But
a sweep is
again,
fine though. But a sweep is fine.
no, nobody said a sweep is fine. Nah, hell no. A sweep is
No.
definitely not
Because
fine. I'm just
because that's
saying.
what Desto's saying. Desto's saying we wasn't
We
supposed
weren't
to be
supposed to
here.
be here.
Oh, okay. So the Nuggets
I ain't like
sweeping
we
y'all
was
is just
no
fine with you.
we. Nah, I'm not hell nah.
Yeah, the
But
Nuggets
we
sweeping
wasn't
y'all
supposed to be
just
here.
fine.
Nah, it
Nah,
ain't.
nah, nah. I'm still sick about that shit, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie
Nah,
on
it
that
ain't
shit.
fine,
It
but
kept
nah,
me up at night, man.
yeah, nah, it
Cause all
definitely
the games
sickening
was
because
close. And then what
Every
was that
game was
game?
close.
Game two, and Brown smoked them. That he missed the dunk. No, he missed the layup. He threw the ball out of bounds when he was going for a dunk. Then they called AD on the
that
on the
tip
Oh
in his
yeah,
offensive
back.
I
interference.
forgot
Yep.
about that. He threw the ball.
Yeah,
Yep.
and then when AD dunked it, they called offensive goaltending, which is dumb.
Bullshit. It was
And
bullshit.
then
It
and
was
then
bullshit.
game four, Jokic traveled on the three on one of them
Yeah,
threes. He traveled twice. And then
and
Jamal Murray, yeah, catching the ball, he out of bounds, and they don't call that. So like,
Well, I
I'm
mean,
not
it
saying
was
the ref.
a whole bunch of flip floppy calls on both the Lakers
Okay,
and the
I
Nuggets.
agree. No, and that's what I'm saying.
More
Like
so
everything was
I ain't gonna lie to
close.
you. More so the Nuggets. The Lakers should have at least got one out of all
Oh,
the
most
bullshit
definitely.
calls they
Oh,
were calling
most
for them.
definitely. No, nah, most definitely. We should have. I ain't gonna lie. I really think we should have won two of the games.
Yeah, we really should still be in that series right now. But that's neither here nor there. I don't want
bro,
to break your heart. I don't
what
want
do
to
you
break your heart,
what do you
Diz.
do with this, bro?
I want to break your heart, Diz.
I ain't gonna lie, man.
You
That
know,
shit, man. Cause bro,
you
they was
just
hitting shots like
do the
that
prayer
all
hands.
Like,
series,
bro,
bro.
You do the
They
prayer
was
throwing
hitting
up
hands.
shots like that all series,
throwing
bro.
up
Like,
Nah,
oh my
bullshit.
no,
god.
his release though in general just be killing me. Like I don't even
Nah,
Nah,
he
but
do,
understand
he
his
do,
release.
he do.
no. But Des, if you pull that picture back, up, I'm gonna
He
go
be
lie to you.
catapulting that shit.
That's and y'all may think that that's like what do you do at that standpoint? But I'm looking at that. That's why Jokic pisses me off, bro. That's why Jokic pisses me off.
And no,
Cause
it's crazy because like, bro, that was shot. My fault. Go ahead.
I was just about to say the only reason he chucked that shot up was because he was running out of time because he was spending too much time trying to find an alleyway for him to pass the ball when he should have went to score early on. What are you
For
doing at the
real.
3-point line
Nah, I agree.
with 6 seconds left on the shot clock? Like, what are you doing? Just passing the ball to him and Jamal Murray for that entire possession was just your
Man,
turn, my
they
turn.
they
Here, you take the
two-man
ball. No, you
game.
take the
Oh
ball.
my god.
Like that's the stuff that makes me mad about Jokic. That's the stuff. But
D'Angelo Russell was playing for the Nuggets.
On
That
me.
series.
he
Oh
100%
god.
a double
Oh
agent.
god. Oh my god.
You know
And
it was
then
crazy.
what
I
in
was
game
rooting for
four,
him too.
bro? With like it was like the last possession, or was the second to last possession that where the Nuggets scored, where Jokic scored with like 5 seconds, they
Yeah.
inbounded it with like 5 seconds left. That
Yeah,
was supposed to be our ball.
facts.
And I don't know why it wasn't a replay. I don't know why Ham didn't challenge it. And then the referee, who was the furthest away from the play, is the one who
Yeah.
overturned it. That's the shit that be pissing me off, bro. Like, oh my
Yeah,
god, no way you saw that shit.
like it was a sweep, but that series was
Yeah,
awfully
yeah.
like it
It
was
was
close
really
to
It
the
kind
end.
of it was like the Celtics and Net series. Like,
Yeah.
People are
it was every
clowning.
game was close.
People are clowning, LeBron and the Lakers for getting swept and stuff like that. But on a real note, like that was a really good,
It
a really
was
good four
every four
games.
game,
Every four
every
games
game was good.
came down the wire. So I mean, I
Nah.
Okay, I got a question for y'all.
yeah.
All right, so now like with this Devin Booker playoff series, people been saying he's better than Tatum. What y'all think? I don't think so.
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. You want me to go? You want me to do it, Des, or you want to wait until after this series is over with? What you want to do?
Even what? Like I don't see how you can
Hold on,
say, oh damn, he just dropped.
hold on. No,
I
Oh,
can't
you
get
kicked
my
Let me
Oh,
let me be specific. Let me be specific. Let me get on this.
wow.
I would say Booker is a better offensive player than Tatum,
a better
Okay.
scorer.
but he's a better offensive player. Tatum's a better player overall, but Booker I think is a better passer, better playmaker, and I do think that he's a more consistent. He's shown now he's a more consistent scorer because Tatum will have those games we've seen it all throughout these playoffs where he starts 0 for 7, 0 for 6, 0 for 8. Takes him a minute to get going, and this team gets the bad starts because of his offensive inconsistencies.
Get the preaching.
But at their best, Tatum is the better player because of what he brings.
I don't like where you going with this. I don't like where you going.
Because of what he brings on the defensive end. His ability is a weak side, help side defender. Like just overall, he can bring more at his best. I would like, but it goes back to what I said with Desto before. Like Tatum is inconsistently great. That's one of the things.
Okay.
That's one of his
See,
issues.
see,
He's inconsistently
my
great.
I agree with that.
but
But also, people forget, bro. Like
I'm
Devin
gonna let
Booker
y'all
is
go, man.
also inconsistent. Like now he has KD on his team, so he's getting like secondary coverages and stuff, and he's scoring like since Chris Paul was hurt, he was handling the ball, he still was going off. But like Devin Booker was inconsistent too before KD got there.
Yeah,
No, he
but
wasn't.
I
No,
still
he
say he
was
was
Yes, he
more
not.
was.
No, he
consistent.
was not.
I
He
would still
was
say he was
not.
more consistent as an offensive player. I still say
He was more consistent than Tatum.
than
He
Tatum.
was more
Yeah.
consistent than Tatum, but he still also was inconsistent.
No,
Like,
he
bro,
was not. He
bro,
was
I'm
not.
gonna be honest with you. The Devin Booker we've been saying, bro,
This
I
nigga,
don't
that
think
nigga
that.
is different. That
Bro,
nigga is different.
I don't think that's Devin Booker, bro. I mean,
Oh, you talking about no, not this postseason. This
That's
when
what I'm
he
talking
got
about.
with
Not
KD, bro.
supposed
That's
Devin Booker
like
has
I was.
been Devin Booker has been madly consistent. He had one bad game in Game 7 against the Dallas Mavericks, but for the majority of his since he got Chris Paul, really before he got Chris Paul in the 2019-2020
he was
season up
good,
to
bro.
now,
I mean,
he has
yeah,
been he has
but they
been
never made the playoffs that year, so
he
he
has
He was
been the
good, bro.
definition of consistency offensively, and even defensively, he has made like great strides.
No, he has. No, he has.
But
He's
no,
better than
but what I'm saying is the Devin Booker that we've been seeing since he got with KD, that's bro. That's
I
not,
think that's what sparked the conversation.
I
bro.
mean,
Yeah,
but that's the Devin Booker you're going to be seeing because KD's not going anywhere. He's on a 4-year contract.
but how does that make him better than Tatum?
Because I feel like if you put KD on the Celtics, shit, Tatum
Oh,
will look almost
no,
just
no,
as
no.
good.
I don't have D Book over Tatum. I don't think anybody up here has D Book.
But I thought that's what you was
Yeah,
saying.
No,
That's why I kicked
no,
swag.
no. You know what my beef is with Tatum.
Oh yeah, you be
You
hating
know
on
what my
Tatum.
beef is with Tatum. No, I ain't no Tatum hater. All I ask is for Tatum to grow some balls and be more consistent. That's my thing. He's too damn old for him to still be acting like that
He fall in
19-year-old
love with
that
that
was in the
three
Eastern
too much,
Conference
man.
Finals.
He fall in love with that three too
He's too
much.
damn
Yeah.
old, bro. You got too much
I
skin in the game
yeah.
at this point for you to still be acting like that same 19-year-old that was just happy to be in the Eastern Conference Finals. That's my problem with him. That's my problem with him. Like
I would
how
say
are you 5 years into your career and you still have no mid-range game to show for it?
6 years.
6 years, even worse.
And what's weird though about that though is like I always felt just like not looking at the stats, I always felt like his mid-range game was way better than it actually is.
Because what you saw on the floor, you saw him occasionally go for those Kobe-like pull-ups.
No, because he would have. I feel like because he has a lot of games where he gets really hot from mid-range and like he'd be like cooking.
He has a no. But, Dez and me have talked about this. I will always give Tatum his credit for his talent. Tatum is one of the most talented scorers that we have in this league. The problem is he settles. He settles so often. He wants to. I was like, nigga, I just saw a mute button. What the fuck? No, he settles. He settles for the 3-point. He settled for the 3-pointers over his obvious advantage over the majority of the people that's guarding him. He could either go to the rim or he could be able to stop and pop at the mid range. He still has not developed any type of passing abilities whatsoever. He got the same passing abilities he's had in the second year.
No, he's gotten better.
He's gotten better. I'm telling you, no. I'm telling y'all, I have watched more Celtics games than I would like to watch. Trust me. I've watched too many games.
He's improved. He used to be terrible as a passer.
No. In 2018, was it 2017-18? 2018-19. Okay. The year that Kyrie left, what was that? This is third year? This is third year, right?
That was
2019. Started his third year. That's when they had.
Okay. All right, run it back. Instead of his second year, his third year, from his third year up to now, he has not become any better of a passer. He has not become a better. He has not become a better.
He hasn't passed as much as he should.
No, the only reason why you see better looking passes is because he has better personnel that he's passing to. But as far as what he's doing, as far as him passing the ball, he's not become a better passer.
They've been having the same core. They've been having the same core.
No. The other players around. He's always been able to pass the ball to Jaylen Brown and say he knows where Jaylen Brown's going to be.
Jaylen
He knows where
Brown,
Marcus Smart.
Hold on a
Marcus
second.
Smart,
Hold on.
Al
Just,
Horford.
hey, you tripping right now?
Yeah, you
No,
tripping, bro.
No, I'm trying to
Because
explain it in the
now I'm
best
thinking, I'm like, he don't. One of the biggest problems I have with him is him and Jalen. He don't even be passing to Jaylen Brown. Like
Exactly, he doesn't. Like that's
No.
the problem. He don't pass.
yeah.
I was
He
throwing out
passes,
names. I wasn't outright
he
saying.
passes to Marcus Smart a lot. He loves to pass to Marcus Smart. That's like his.
On me.
That's like his
But
number
that's
one
because
guy.
Marcus be wide the fuck open. Like,
Yeah.
But I mean, all right. So like for instance, this season, how many passes do you think he's given to Malcolm Brogdon?
It depends.
Like out of his assists this year, like during the regular season, how many passes to Malcolm Brogdon would you say that he had? Just throw out a number.
I mean, I don't know.
Throw out the number.
I'm not sure, but I'm not saying.
Probably
he's not a great. He's not great.
Between
to say he hasn't improved. I think I don't know. I don't know. That's just not true. Like when I first started to notice him improving as a playmaker, maybe I think it was last season. Once
I figured you would say that. You want to know why his passing started to look better? It's because Ime Udoka started to have instead of forcing him to dribble into traffic, you know what he started to do? He started to give him an entire side of the court. And Jason Tatum would be able to hold on, let me finish. Ime Udoka would allow Jason Tatum to have the field. So whether it's the left side or right side, he would be able to have the space. He'd be able to do his little ball handling skills and show off for ball his life. And then he would be able to get to the rim and he would either go for the layup or he'd kick it to the corner. Jason Tatum's actually pretty good at kicking it to the corner, but outside of that, he's not gotten any better at making sophisticated passes. He has not. You will notice if you go into the Golden State Warriors, if you go into the Golden State Warriors series, Jason Tatum
Golden State Warriors series.
If you go, last year.
Let's look at game 1.
What are you talking about?
Against Golden State. Look how he played. I mean, he didn't shoot the ball well, but he was making great passes. I think he led him in assists.
And that's fine. That's fine. Like I'm not basing it off of assists. I'm basing it off of. If you look at him passing, he struggled every time they made him go into the paint and have to pass. If he had to go into the paint and then dribble with make the correct pass, it was not.
If you're talking about that specific type of pass,
I agree with that. If you're talking about interior passing, then yeah. But like, I think
that's why I was saying. I know it sounded like I was basically saying he can't pass at all. I'm not saying he can't pass at all. I'm saying the passes that he made in 2019-2020 season. That's his third year, right? The bubble year, 2019-2020 season. The passes he was making back then, he still makes to this day. That's what he relies on. If he's not doing that, then he's virtually like just as bad as Jaylen Brown as far as passing, to be honest with you.
Oh my god.
Nah.
You tripping now.
He better than Jaylen Brown as a passer.
Bro, Jaylen Brown is tunnel vision.
Y'all are all right. Did y'all not hear what I just said? He's a good passer if you take away what the one pass that he's good at, which is going into the paint and kicking out, right?
Yeah,
kicking out to the three. Take that away, he's just as bad at everything else as Jaylen Brown.
No, he's not. Bro, even if you watch, because some of this Tatum still struggles with, but when Miami goes into the zone, Tatum is like one of the best ones who can facilitate out of the zone. That's why sometimes like they don't have him in the middle dictating. They got him at the top of the key or like on the wing trying to dissect Miami zone, because if you got Jaylen Brown in that position, that motherfucker gonna fuck up. Now sometimes Tatum does turn the ball over.
For sure. You don't let Jaylen Brown Jaylen Brown do anything but try to score the ball.
But Tatum has become a lot better reading the defense and seeing where like how Miami is running that zone. Jaylen Brown, because when Jaylen Brown get the ball,
But that's a state. But that's a state. Like that's a stationary. That's a stationary pass. Like what you're speaking of. You're speaking on stationary pass. Oh wow. Oh wow. Do that again. Boy gonna get whiplash. That's crazy.
right,
Nah.
Mario.
But no, what you're speaking on is Jason Tatum doing a stationary pass, correct? Like
But you, I mean, you still
the
have
zone.
to read the defense. I mean, if you
Oh
call it
yeah,
passing or
no,
playmaking,
for sure.
that's fine. But nah, I mean, I do think he has ways to improve. I think when Drew's speaking about Devin Booker, Devin Booker for sure, because he has literal reps at point guard. Like when like Chris Paul has been out, he's been like the main distributor, like main ball handler. Even when Chris Paul is like sorry, like they just get about Devin Booker.
Even before then, remember I think it was 2017-18 season. Remember the I forget the head coach. I think it was Earl something. Earl
Watson.
Yeah.
Earl Watson.
Earl Watson. Yeah,
Yeah.
Earl Watson ran him at the point guard.
Yeah, he was.
For that year.
Because when he like the assistant or something first, and then yeah, they made him the head coach.
And they made him the head coach because they fired the coach.
Mr. Joy Taylor, bastard.
Yeah, and I do give I do give him credit for just being an overall consistent scorer and his versatility, because he does he can shoot the three well, he can finish well, and he utilizes the mid range a lot, which is key, especially getting to in the playoffs.
And he's elite.
He does it too.
Yeah.
He does it too.
And like Devin Booker, like he's becoming into like a not an offensive engine, but like somewhere close to it. Maybe I'm overrating him a bit because he is playing with KD.
No, I think you're speaking facts right now. Keep going.
I'm overrating just a little bit because he is playing with KD. But
you saw him last year, though. You saw him last year for the majority of that postseason run. The majority of that season, you saw Devin Booker do these things.
And I saw Devin Booker like choke against the Mavericks.
But you saw D Book do that for 1 or 2 games. Really, not even 1 or 2 games. You saw him do that for a game.
Nah, it was
a game and a half.
He had some other game in there. But
Where? I know it was the other half of game 6, and it was game 7. No, it wasn't even game 6. It was the other.
He wasn't that good versus Dallas. Yeah. But I will say this: other than the Warriors elimination game, Tatum he usually like shows up in like every elimination
does not. Don't do
game
this.
7s. What you mean?
Don't do this, bro. Don't do this. I will.
He said elimination game though. He said elimination game.
Oh, eliminate. Okay. All right.
Yeah, like bro, like
I thought he was about to say. I thought he said postseason. Like he was talking like all postseason games, because I was about to pull up my.
No, not every postseason game, but Tatum he shows up in playoffs. Like he performs well in the playoffs. Now, like I'm not saying he's just a peak all time great playoff performance, something like that. He plays great every game, but majority than not, he is good. Like last game against Miami, tonight against Miami, he almost had like a triple double. Against Philadelphia, he wasn't great in game 6 until the fourth quarter, and then game 7 we see how he played last year against Milwaukee. When they had to go to Milwaukee, he gave him like 40 something, and then he closed him out in game 7, and then even against Miami last year, he had a good game to close him out in game 7. So he shows up.
But this is my problem with you, Jason Tatum stands. And Drew, you make me sick because you don't say nothing about this.
What you mean? It's facts.
See, no, because
say nothing about what?
Because the problem that
facts.
No. You don't say anything about the fact that he just completely just like slithered his way out of this. No, because the way that you explain it, you're like, he always there for the elimination games. Why are they in the elimination game in the first place?
Because Brown.
No. I actually mentioned this. I was talking about how he be having like the reason why that series went 7 games in large part because Tatum was highly inconsistent. Like he had like 3 games in that series against.
All right, in the Milwaukee series that they really shouldn't have won 7 games with against a Middleton-less Milwaukee Bucks. Why did it take 7 games for it to get done?
I told you, Tatum is. There's multiple factors.
No, not you, Drew. Dez. I want to hear the answer.
Okay. He wasn't that good in Game 5.
Now, don't start twitching now.
He wasn't. Marcus Smart did some dumbass shit. Marcus Smart
Okay.
was
Oh,
They really should have lost in six.
they
he got
really
he
should
got
have
it.
lost that
In
series,
six.
right?
They should have lost in
And
six.
I remember because Drew Holiday pegged Marcus Smart, shot, and then Marcus Smart tried to dribble on
That
Drew
ain't
Holiday.
got
Drew Holiday
shit
just
to do, bro.
stripped him
That ain't
clean
got
at the
they
end of the
ain't got
game.
shit to do. That ain't got shit to do
What you
with
asked me
why
what
they.
happened? I'm telling you
No,
what
no, no,
happened.
no, no, no. But that ain't got shit to do with why it took 7 games. You're speaking on one game.
Well,
You're speaking on one
okay.
game.
Game
That
four,
took 7
they
games.
won. Jason Tatum had a great game. Al Horford had a great game. He dunked on Giannis. I'm trying to remember game 3. I'm pretty sure they lost that game. Giannis went dumb. Game 2, they won that game. Game 1, I know they lost game 1. I mean, I'm not saying he was just flawless, but like,
All right, do you want me to? I can help you out right now.
but he
I
was
can jog it. I
but
can
he
jog
was
your
good
memory if you want
when
me
they
to,
needed
brother.
him to be.
I can jog your
He
memory
was
if
good.
you want me to.
It's not gonna be. It's not
I'm
gonna
gonna tell
be.
you. I'm gonna tell you.
He not great
No, no,
every
no, no,
night.
no,
I'm not saying.
no,
I'm
no,
not
no,
saying
no,
that.
no, no, no. I gave you your opportunity to explain. Now I'm gonna
I
help
just
you
told you.
out. I'm gonna help you out, my brethren. It ain't
Hear
had
me out.
nothing to
Hear
do
me out.
with in game 1. It ain't had nothing to do with no Marcus Smart. It wasn't Jaylen Brown. These are players historically. Marcus Smart is not the person you want to give the ball to, like for him to score. You want to give him the ball for him to either facilitate the offense, get them into their offense, and defend. But you do not ask him to score. I don't know what the hell he's on this postseason, but on if we're going based off of history, that's not what you ask Marcus Smart to do.
I mean,
Jason Tatum in game 1 shot 33% from the field on 18 shots, scored 21 points with 6 assists, and had 3 turnovers. He was a -8 on the floor. They got blown out that game. That was game 1.
Okay.
Game 2, he comes back, has 29 on 50% from the field, 50% from the 3-point line, 80% from the
Ha!
free throw line. Okay.
like I said, inconsistently great. It's
No. Des, you said aha? Well, aha to you too. Because in game 3, he had 10 points
I
with
told you it wasn't real.
3 assists and 3 turnovers. So he basically was ineffective playmaking wise. And he had he shot 21% from the field, 4 of 19, 0 of 6 from the 3-point line, and 66% from the free throw line. So I hot to you too. And then in game 4, where they won, guess what he did? He comes and
Ball died.
he comes out with this monster game. He has 30 points and 13 rebounds and 5 assists. And then the next game, he comes back and he has 34, but it took him 30 shots.
Yeah, I remember that. He was inefficient.
Mm-hmm. And then in obviously
6,
they lost that game. And then in game 6, he has this
game
monster
6
he has this 46-point game
on the road in
then
Milwaukee.
absolutely. And then in game 7, although he had 23 points and 8 rebounds,
They killed him.
8 assists, and 6
Grant Williams.
rebounds, that don't tell the full story. He played great. He played phenomenal in game 7.
Yeah.
Then you go over into the Eastern Conference Finals, and he goes right back to his basic ineffective, inconsistent
What you mean
self.
basic ineffective?
When he's inconsistent, he's ineffective. When he has these woes where he's having 21 points and 10 points and 23 points and he's scoring to do anything. Whenever he struggles scoring, I don't know why, but it feels, I could be wrong, but it feels when I'm watching it like he just gets in his head and he just stops playing altogether. That's what it feels like. But in his Eastern Conference Finals, I mean, he played well in game 1. He played well in game 2. Game 3, he had 10 points, 21% from the field, 14 from 3. I'm not going to dwell on that. And what was it? Game 4? Yeah, game 4, he had 31, 50%, 14% from the 3-point line. But that's fine because he actually did really well playmaking wise. I remember that game. Game 5, although they won, he did not play well. That wasn't him that won that game. That was actually Jaylen Brown, who had 35. Jason Tatum had 22 points.
What game?
This is game 5, I believe.
What
Yeah,
game?
it's game 5. Huh? Against the Miami Heat in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Game 5 last year?
Yeah.
What you mean? No, he did play well.
No,
I
he didn't.
don't think he shot well, but
12 rebounds and 9 assists do not tell the full story.
yeah.
Do not. I'm looking at the game. I'm looking at the game by like the play-by-play, like the description. Jason Tatum in the last 4 minutes literally was just these 5 turnovers that he got 3 of them in the last 4 minutes.
Okay. I mean, okay.
Okay.
he wasn't great. He wasn't great. I say that for sure. But, bro, it's like I don't know.
What I'm trying to get
I don't feel that I'm overrating him to that degree.
What I'm trying to get you, I don't feel like
Dre do.
Oh yeah, Dre,
I don't feel like
overrated.
Des, I don't feel like you overrate him as far as like his ranking in the league either, because we have him in the same position. Like he's between 10 to 8. That's fine. Well, you got him. No, tell me you didn't move him up.
Hey, look.
It's
certain players like I got him above Embiid now.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Okay. I would say Tatum is closer to
Bron than he is to the top 5.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this
because Bron is closer to top 15 than he is to like top 5. Bron.
Yeah, he's top. Yeah,
when
like
he not on the
right now.
When he got a torn tendon, yeah.
No. Even when healthy,
if he don't got a torn tendon, bro.
The way he was playing this season, and he ain't had a torn tendon all season.
Yeah,
the way he was playing.
What you mean, though, bro?
Look how he played.
I can name 10 players. I can name 10 players.
You talking about the first week or 2 of the season, sure.
Say it again.
But after that, bro.
No, even after that, he was still a terrible defender this year. His playmaking took a noticeable drop.
No, not true.
And really, to tell you the truth, the scoring,
his shooting, yes.
Yeah, his shooting was horrible.
Yeah, his shooting was horrible. But I mean, don't let this fool you. His playmaking took a drop.
Nah, I disagree, bro. He wasn't playing
well. We didn't have shooters.
Then you want to know? You know what, Des? We can do one of these. Let's go watch the game together, brother. Let's go watch the game, man. Let's go watch the game, man.
Yeah, we can do that. But nah, his playmaker definitely take a drop. He wasn't in that role. I mean, you playing with Russell Westbrook. Yeah, Westbrook's gonna be the primary playmaker of the team. So you can say, oh, LeBron isn't a good.
So then how do you explain
playmaking as much? Then yeah, but I mean, like if he's on the ball full time like he was like the season they won a championship, he still because when I watched LeBron in the playoffs, especially against the Nuggets, he was amazing as a playmaker. When he has the ball in his hands, yeah.
LeBron, he doesn't want the ball in his hands.
Yeah, exactly. Like he prefers to be off the ball in this stage of his career because you can watch
game.
Even on this torn tendon, he was playmaking magnificent against the Nuggets, even throughout the playoffs.
It was game 4. He made a lot of mistakes that LeBron the LeBron I know when 2 years ago.
The times that I see LeBron make those mistakes, those mainly based off fatigue, though.
Yeah, fatigue.
That's fair.
Laziness, but
you can absolutely base it on fatigue, and you could base it on fatigue because he's 38 years old and he's in the Western Conference Finals, making
playing the whole game.
And I'm all for that. My thing is, I understand, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but for those reasons. Him being fatigued when he otherwise would not be fatigued in past years. That's why he's not.
But
top
also,
10.
he has a torn tendon, though, bro.
That's why he's barely top 10.
He also has a torn tendon, though,
and that's
right
fine.
now.
But again, before he tore his tendon, you already saw a noticeable drop in his game.
No, that's great, but I just don't agree with the playmaking point. I don't agree with the playmaking point.
Yeah, because like I said, I think he was conserving his energy, bro.
Like I said, Des, we can watch like a couple of LeBron games. I got a website where we can watch the plays and stuff.
I don't agree with the playmaking point, but as far as Tatum rank right now, I don't got him above. I think Jokic, Curry, and no, I'm about to say Embiid. Jokic, Curry,
Giannis.
and Giannis for sure. Lock up the top 3 spots. After that, that's when it starts to get dicey for
So
me.
you
Now,
have him in a conversation with Luka and them.
Yes, he does, which is nasty. His
okay,
Yes.
ass. I'm not gonna say Luca is way better,
nah. So
but
No,
to
Luka's
me,
way
nah,
better. Luka's
I
way
would
better.
say way better.
Luka's
But
way better.
I definitely think Luca is better. And like
Luka's better.
because we were talking about this the other day. He admitted that he think Luca is a little bit better, but it's like his heliocentric
yeah, bro.
play style.
I'm not
But
a yeah. I'm not a huge fan of that because it's like it puts you in a box where okay, Luca is successful in what he does,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like I'm gonna hold you to a even higher standard, especially looking at your your what you should produce according to like your statistics and
Yeah.
your because you have the ball like more than anybody else. You dictate so you should dictate your team success like majority of the time. And he's not the defender that Tatum is. So you have to I want to see you get this many points. You have to be this efficient. You have to get your teammates involved and now you have to be like available and all this shit because you playing a specific type of ball. If you playing off the ball a lot, like because you're not setting screens, you're not um
couldn't.
you're not cutting. Like if you're not on the ball, you're not like that effective. So I don't know. As a basketball player, I don't know. I look at the heliocentric style, and you have to be extremely excellent for me to put
And like
you.
he is though.
Yeah, and he is. But I mean,
I
I don't
mean,
know.
everything you
I'm
said,
still looking
everything
at
you
it
said
like
right
I'm
now.
still looking at it kind of funny. But
Everything you said right now is
But also, I
it's
think
not
if his team
wrong.
was
It's not
better,
wrong.
like if he had a better team around him,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but
But I'm not even gonna lie to you. It's getting to the point, J Money, where I'm looking at his game, and I'm truly wondering, even if you had better players, like how much are you going to get out of those better players because you need the ball in
exactly.
your hands for you to truly be effective. I mean, I was seeing games with him and Kyrie, where Kyrie was really in his bag, and he
yeah,
was all
Kyrie
for
was.
he was all for sharing the love with Luca offensively, but Luca was he was so he was so ineffective, and he was just sitting in the corner watching Kyrie do his work.
Yeah.
Where and it was just like Luca like cut or something for Kyrie to have another option.
No,
And
you're right.
so and so I'm looking at I don't think you're wrong, Des. I just feel I think I think in that sense you're a little too high on Tatum's defense. I think his defense.
I
He's a
mean, in
very good.
comparison to Luca, I'm not.
No. Compared to Luca, but I mean, as much as you could say,
Nah,
Tatum
he
is
is a little
twice.
high on
I know
JT.
that.
He
Yeah,
is on JT defense. He is.
as much as you could say that Tatum's defense is he's twice the defender that Luca is. You can also say that Luca is twice the playmaker that Tatum is.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
And then scoring wise, I mean,
Luka's the more
I
consistent
don't think it really
scorer.
matters. I don't
Okay.
think it
Yeah.
matters which one you want to go with. I think both of them are sort of in the same tier as great scorers.
Yeah.
But I think at that point it becomes a preference. So I think more or
And
less like
Luka is more consistent off like scoring.
Yeah,
it,
he is.
and that's the key
Yeah,
right there. So I
I understand that.
I think in that sense you're a little too high on Tatum's defense. Like
He is. He
like
think JT all defense,
No,
first team
I
all
think
defense.
I don't think he's all defense, but I think he elite. I think he elite. I mean, maybe I guess
and
it
that's why,
depends,
that's where we're going. Elite. There's only a few
bro.
players
Because I feel like elite
that elite word
is
gets thrown
all
out.
defense though. That's how I feel
Yeah,
like.
Oh,
that
Like I
no,
think
elite
he's a
word.
really good.
I
I
guess
think he's a really good defensive player, but
I
elite is like
guess
a.
I guess it's the terminology because I think if you are all defense
Yeah, but
level,
that's semantics. That's semantics at that
yeah,
point. You know.
yeah, I think it's just semantics because like all defense level is above elite to me.
Yeah.
Like when I look at like AD, he's above elite, like to me. So
Yeah.
yeah, so that's kind of how I look at it. But nah, I mean, at this point, I would say Luca is better, but I
So
have
that's
a
four.
huh?
That's
Yeah, no,
four. No,
I'm
go
just
ahead. Go
saying like
ahead.
he's a better player. Like I would say Luca's better, but I mean, I can. I think I can make the argument if I wanted to say Tatum better, but I think Luka better. But
You can't. What? Don't do that. Don't do that. Just don't
yeah,
do
bro,
that.
because bro, like bro, he has the ball the whole game. Like, what you mean?
That's
The
fine,
nigga
but
has the ball the whole game.
Tatum,
Like, bro,
but
of course you gonna
you
put
want to
up
know why?
these stats.
But you know why Luca can afford to have the ball in his hands that often because you know what you're gonna get out of him. You want to know why Tatum? You want to know why Tatum? You want to know why Tatum with
what if
all of
he
this
doesn't
show?
have the ball the whole game? What is he gonna give you?
That's true, but
Okay,
even in Tatum's,
that's why I'm like,
even in Tatum's case,
I'm
how consistent?
evaluating you as a basketball player. You can only produce and be effective for your team when you have the ball in your hands.
And he's still producing more offensively than Tatum.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm just saying he has the ball in his hands the entire game. But
And if if you put Tatum in that position, do you think he would even equivalent to what Luka can do? It does not
no,
take a rocket science to say
no.
no.
But
Okay.
I don't think Luka could do what Tatum could do.
And what is that? What is that? Give you an average 30,
Play
32
off his
for
teammates. Be a good help side defender and point of attack defender at times. Get out in transition. Set screens as him and Marcus Smart has a 2-man game. Roll like do all those other
actually
things.
quiet is
Luka
quiet.
is specifically give me the ball.
Actually, quiet is kept. I think
But
it's fair.
he does have great playoff translation, which
I
is important.
I was about to say quiet is kept. I think if you put if you hypothetically, and I don't like doing it, but if you put Luka in a Celtics offense with the Ime Udoka offense, I think he actually wouldn't do that bad.
I
To
ain't
be
gonna
honest,
lie. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't think it would
They
do
win
that
the
bad.
championship. I mean, I know, like I said, I know it's hypothetical, but I
Yeah.
ain't gonna lie. They win the championship.
I
I don't know
maybe,
about
but
I don't know
Nah, I'm
about all
telling
that
you.
because
Nah, I'm telling you.
Luca is so like bad like defensively and especially against the Golden State Warriors that would be that'd be a glaring weakness for the
because
Celtics.
the
It'd be
Warriors
really
was
hard for
attacking
you
him.
to
Like
hide that.
Wiggins was killing him,
Yeah,
and whoever it
it'd be
was,
really hard for you to
they
hide
were
that.
just going at his head.
Facts, especially when
True,
Steph got
but also, but you gotta think
got the
about it
switches
though.
as well. Like
But the Celtics have the defense to cover up for that.
Yeah.
yes and no, yes and no.
If Luka was bought into rotating and stuff like
No,
that, so
well, Jay, nah, cause like hypothetically, like with all of the bodies that they have, the length pause that they have, like yeah, hypothetically they should be able to defend. The problem is against the Golden State Warriors, like they shoot deep threes, so that's a threat. That's like that's nothing that you can truly just guard, and then you add a player that's not
Courage.
able to defend. Like that's
Curry
really
shoot
hard.
deep threes. He's really the only one. Like Clay, if he
Nah,
not here,
Jordan Poole be
Poole.
shooting
Okay,
them.
yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Poole, yeah, Poole was way better last year than he was this year.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
So
I just feel like
you get what I'm saying? I'm saying
yeah,
I'm
yeah, no,
basically
I get that. I get that. But also, like, I guess you can contribute to I don't know playing defense also because Tatum smoked a lot of layups in that series.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Like he was bad at finishing,
Yeah,
and I feel like
Luka.
Luka would have finished more better. And then like Luka, he would have tried to do like some mismatch hunting, which the Celtics don't do a lot of.
Yeah.
Like he would have
That
tried
is
to get
true.
Curry. He would have tried to hunt Curry ass. Like come here. So I don't like I said. It's a
true.
hypothetical. So yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
And I think probably the only adjustment offensively that Ime will probably do is probably move Robert Williams off the floor more like
And
he'll
use
probably
Al.
and use Al as
Yeah,
because he's a
as a
good because
stretch.
he's a solid 3-point shooter, be able to stretch the floor.
I mean, you could probably still use Rob.
Yeah, as
You
a
could use
lob
them. You
threat
could
too,
use them for
because
stretches, but you
Luka would
can't. You
throw
have
that
to.
hoe though. Like,
You have to have them for decent dosages. Like you can't
yeah,
use them for like long periods of time.
Yeah, because Rob can be a
vertical threat.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, nah. I mean, I got Luka. I got Luka over Tatum.
Okay, so wait, all right. We got the. I'm writing this list down as
we got 4 right now.
This is Dez's list. We got Jokic, we got Curry, we got Giannis, we got Luka.
Yeah.
Okay.
Please tell me that you have at least 2 more people ahead of him.
For me, I haven't beat over him, but
I haven't beat over him.
But the hypothetical thing is Embiid has to be healthy.
I got 2 more, but they arguable.
I think I know who. I think I know one of the names. I know one of the names.
Okay,
KD.
Yeah,
but
I got KD.
Them two.
Got it.
I got KD.
Them two.
Got to have KD.
Yeah, I got KD.
Them two, but I think it's arguable.
Then to me, it's arguable. He could be number 6. That's how I look at it.
Wait. All right. So we have Jokic, we have Curry, we have Giannis, we have Luka, we have KD. Who else?
AD.
That's it, right?
AD.
Oh, AD.
Oh, okay.
Bro.
AD.
AD my nigga, bro. But that nigga too inconsistent, bro.
He's just as inconsistent as Tatum.
It's
Come on,
worse.
But-
It's
but-
kind of
but-
worse. Like,
But his defense is greater, though. But his defense is
yeah,
greater.
Exactly.
without a question. Without a question.
Yeah.
Without a question.
Yeah, his defense. His defense is what carries him.
I would say I believe in Tatum's game to be a number one on a number one scoring option on the championship team, even though his scoring is it does come and go as far as consistency. AD I think AD has to bring back his perimeter game to be a consistent number one scoring option on a championship team.
Hell happened,
bro, because his jumper
it's called bubble ball. And
man,
dog. But he wasn't
even
jump
before
shot.
the bubble.
That jump shot.
Even okay. So look, don't get me wrong. In the bubble, he was different. He
It
was
was
different.
insane.
But even before the bubble, though, bro, like even before the bubble, he was way better than what he is now.
Yeah, because he legit used to shoot like 3 to 5 threes a game.
Who are you talking about? You talking about AD?
Yeah. And he
Man,
was
that bubble, bro. That bubble. AD was a fluke offensively. He was a fluke.
No.
The AD you think the AD
the shooting
wise,
the shooting.
Because we're not gonna act like AD.
That was the majority of AD's
even in his Pelicans years. Even in his Pelicans years, his player translation was there. He was balling in the playoffs.
Yeah,
that was
like
the
27.
majority. 3-point shooting was the majority of AD's where AD was
the
like
3-point shooting
dangerous.
Okay, but
he shot almost 40%.
Even his mid range.
But no, because even this year,
no, his mid range was better in the bubble. Like definitely was significantly better. But
he's shooting 50% in the playoffs from mid range this year. Like that, like bro, his mid range is just his consistency from game to game. Is like I don't
the touch, like he lost.
Yeah. I remember in the Pelican years, he did have some good mid-range shooting years. I remember in the Pelican.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But
when I think of jump shooting AD, I don't like. I think of the 2017-18.
Yeah,
season.
for sure. Yeah. But yeah, that's the only thing as the number one scoring option. I don't know if I'm.
It's hard for a big. It's hard for a big to be like the
number
one scoring option.
It's not really. It's all about.
Is Giannis a big?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he has the ball. He brings the ball up the court sometimes.
Yeah.
So like it's different.
But yeah,
he's a big but
the big wing.
But for like Embiid, Jokic, Giannis, they create their own offense. AD usually operates in pick and pop. Yeah, but he's like he's nowhere near the offensive.
Because I feel like, bro, if we was to give it to AD like how they give it to Embiid and stuff, it's gonna be a lot. Well, I mean, Embiid does this, but Embiid is a better shooter than AD.
Yeah,
it'll be a lot of pull up middies, turnaround.
I mean, it's a ton of pick and roll with Embiid though, and Harden. It's like he shoots like.
Well, now with Harden, but I was thinking like before Harden,
Yeah, he'd be in the post a lot more.
Yeah, but even then, like, cause AD still sometimes struggle with his passing when
the double team. Oh my god.
Yeah. So
which is crazy that he's in his 10th year and he still struggles with that mightily.
Yeah, I mean he's gotten better, but yeah.
No, he hasn't. Oh, he has. Don't throw him that bone.
He got better this year,
bro. Not everybody.
Like
bro.
throughout the year, he definitely improved.
Yeah, cause what he used to do, as soon as the double come, he'll make a quick read. But now he'll make that second and third read and sometimes make a cross court pass to a three.
Bro.
Occasionally he does.
Oh, but it's
Occasionally he does.
not great, but he's gotten. I'm not saying he's good, but he's gotten better.
Yeah,
That's
ain't
how
nobody
I'm
saying he Jokic in this bitch.
Yeah, it's still a weakness. It's still a weakness, but he gotten better.
Yeah.
Like a perfect example is Embiid. Embiid has gotten better, but it's still a weakness. Like
exactly.
Embiid just need to get his big ass on the block.
Nah, definitely.
He just need to get his big ass on the block.
Yeah, I think you can still. I think you can make an argument for Embiid over Tatum as well. But personally, I'm taking Tatum over
but
Embiid.
He was hurt, so
that playoff.
He always hurt.
That's the problem.
True.
When it comes to Embiid versus Tatum, it's just
and he gave him 50. He gave him 50 in Game 7. So by default,
he was cooking his ass too. He cooking Embiid.
Man, you should have seen, bro. I seen Drew at work, and Drew walked him. He said, "Man," and then I put up the stats on the device. I said, "Oh shit, Tatum would have dropped 50." Drew's over there.
You thought they was gonna take him out? I was like, nah, they finna let him get this.
That nigga DM me talking about some. Hey yo, my boy.
Man, hey.
Nah, man, I'm in the group chat with him and it's Tatum sexual.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Things were looking really bad through 3 quarters in Game 6. God damn. Things are about to be wild.
Oh my god.
No, I wasn't saying shit in the group chat. I wasn't saying shit.
On me. So this hoe get the 10 up.
Yeah.
Blowing the group chat up. Fuck y'all talking about?
Yeah, I'm bitch. Yeah.
So do y'all think if Philly was in the Eastern Conference Finals instead of the Celtics, do you think the Heat would have this?
I think the Heat win. I think the Heat win.
Man, that's tough.
I think he win 4-2. I think I'll say.
I don't know. I think me personally, I feel like this Philly team was actually better than the one that they faced last year.
Bro,
I feel like they were more cohesive.
The biggest problem for me though
to
respond is that Embiid has been so like Embiid was probably still gonna be hurt, so I don't really know how it's gonna look. Like if he got better physically, then yeah, but I don't know.
I don't know. Like, cause I ain't lie, Philly was good this year, so they were definitely better than like than last year. But like I said, I still think it was Heat in 6.
No, I actually, you know what? I think Philly would win because I feel like a lot of this is Boston's been choking. Not
choking. 3-0.
They've been
3-0
choking.
is disgusting.
Look at
in 2 games at home.
They had that terrible Game 3, but I feel like Game
2 they should have won.
Game 1 and 2 they choked in both of those games, honestly.
Yeah,
Game 2 especially. Game 2 especially.
Yeah.
Mr. I'm gonna make both.
Yo. Oh yeah, Grant Williams, man.
I'm gonna make both.
That clown. Yeah, they definitely choked away Game 2. But I mean, they handled Miami in these last 2 games. Like,
yeah.
But Miami been turning the ball. I didn't watch tonight's game, but I heard y'all talking about it. Miami is turning the ball.
They're turning over, and they
just like last game.
They're missing they ain't been hitting their threes like the same. They missing Gabe Vincent now too. But yeah, I mean, I could see Philly winning that series, but at the same time, I don't know, Doc Rivers and coaching versus Eric Spoelstra, it could be, I don't know. I can honestly see it going either way, especially if Miami hitting their threes and Jimmy got it out for Philly too.
Philly,
yeah, it comes back to Embiid, man. He needs to be healthy.
Yeah,
he's not.
Yeah, because Harden, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know though, because he cooked the Celtics a couple games.
Yeah, he did. He had that great Game 1, Game 3, and he was good in Game 5 too. But man, all I'm saying is Tatum by the end he finna come back.
I ain't gonna lie, if he come back, that shit gonna be nasty. I might leave the group chat, bro, because Drake.
Oh yeah, Drake.
That shit is gonna be disgusting.
I told Drew how Drake feel about Tatum.
That shit is disgusting, bro.
He thinks Tatum's the best player in the world. Yeah.
That shit is disgusting. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay, I ain't go there.
I know, Piece of be trolling sometimes, but that nigga right there, oh my god, I ain't gonna lie, that shit disgusting. He talking about he wanted to be down 3-0.
Oh shit.
For the documentary.
My fault.
What's
First
up?
time catching y'all.
Oh, what up, Max?
Hey,
Let me about Mad Max in there. Yeah, man. But wait, so wait, who you had over Tatum?
shit.
Just
Let me go ahead and give you my listing. I got Curry number 1. I got Jokic number 2. I got Giannis number 3. I got Luka number 4. I have KD number 5. I got Joel Embiid 6. I have Devin Booker 7. I got Tatum 8th. I got LeBron.
Wait, did you just say Tatum was better earlier?
Yeah. Hold on a second.
No, I'm reading my list right now. We just talked about this. That's why I'm fucking like revised. I might have to revise it, but
hold up.
I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to.
Look at his profile picture. Look at his profile
Oh
picture.
wow! I'm gonna have to revise it because Dez made a good point. I think the defense is probably what gets Tatum over D-Book, but.
And asterisk, but healthy Kawhi also over Tatum.
Hey,
but
healthy
Can
Kawhi top 5.
Can I keep it? Can I keep it? Can I keep it a stack? Can I keep it a stack?
I ain't gonna argue with you on that one, Drew.
In my
entire
healthy
Kawhi,
we can't even.
Three asterisks, man.
Let's not even mention it.
In my entire list, I do not have AD and Kawhi because I
can't like Kawhi. I can't rank them. It's like.
Well, I can't rank AD either because during the regular season.
No, you can rank AD.
I couldn't until like the last 20 games of the regular season. Okay. I did this in the middle of the season.
You know what? Tatum is closer to Dame than he is to the Giannis and Jokic and those type of dudes. He's closer to Dame.
Because I think
you talking about Giannis and Jokic, they argue the best player in the league. I don't even think Tatum has an argument for that.
I think this is the first time. This is the first time in a minute that we can really say 6 through 12 is actually really interchangeable. It really could go either way. You could have literally.
I say maybe 5 or 4 really because.
No, I think top 5 is solidified. It depends on how you feel about KD. It depends on how you feel about KD.
Yeah, but I think KD's interchangeable with them guys too, bro. Because
he getting there after this postseason. He's
because I was telling this to Dub earlier because Dub has this huge love for KD. I was like, bro, KD is the only guy we give all these hypothetical excuses to.
Facts.
Man, he's 7 feet. He can do this. He can do that. And then when he gets to the plaplayoffs.
It don't translate.
He's not doing it.
It don't translate.
And I'm like, well, what you mean? He the best player in the world. You see, think it is. He can get to this spot. Nobody could guard him and all this and that. Okay, that's fine. Now when I watch him in the playoffs and he shoot freaking 30%, in not every game, but I don't see the unstoppable shit that I see in the regular season at least, and the only time I seen him look truly unstoppable in the playoffs was when he played with the Warriors when he was in single coverage the entire time because he had Steph Curry, or when he played against the Bucks when Coach Bud dumbass had PJ Tucker on him single coverage the whole series.
But honestly, if we're honest, he wasn't only unstoppable looking for a couple games because. Yeah. Really? The games in Milwaukee, he didn't really play good. Yeah, he was okay.
Game 5.
He was only good at the games, and he's only good in the games at home in Brooklyn.
Yeah, and at Game 7, and then he had his fucking feet on the line. But bro, I'm just saying that's the only person we give these hypothetical.
No. I mean, I'm with y'all. I feel
he can be. You can make a debate for other players too over KD. I don't think he just locked in that.
No, because I think I agree with you with everything you said. I think the separating part for KD is the fact that he's consistent. Everybody that I just named outside of D Book, but he's not good enough.
Hey, no, that's out the door with KD now too though.
in the playoff.
The last couple playoff runs, he has not been consistent. Last couple playoff runs, he's not been consistent.
Yeah, in the play, you talking about the regular season? Yes,
no, but I think
KD not in the top 5. Eliminated.
I'm on the ledge, Drew. I'm on the ledge because these are two special circumstances. He got traded and only played 8 games.
He got swept last year and didn't have a single good game. Got swept. He
didn't get a chance to truly get reps in with that team. Think about how much of a turnover that roster was. And I'm not making an excuse. He played absolutely abysmal. I'm not making no excuse.
No. I'm not just talking about this year. I'm talking about last year too.
Yeah, these are two unique years back to back. He was playing on a team that got a complete turnaround, and then this year he only got to play 8 games with a brand new roster.
Okay.
So I'm saying, I will give him.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool, but
I have no problem taking this nigga out of top 5.
No, that's fine, but that don't mean we should give him like it's always we're gonna give him this hypothetical like thing, or we saying if he would have had this much time or whatever, but the nigga just not coming through. Like I can't just keep throwing him and like bro, dead ass. I swear, bro. I was on Open Gym earlier. Dub was saying he really think KD the best player still in the league, but he can't say it because of how Jokic's performing and shit like that. But he still want to say KD. I'm like, bro, like what is KD like, bro? I'm sorry, dog. Like I know he cold, I know he good. He's still in my top 5 now. But if somebody had him around 8 or 9, I'm not finna be mad. Like shit, because it's other players you can make arguments for. It's not like KD has been winning championships.
That's absolutely correct.
Yeah, like bro, like to have him locked in the top 5 or top 3, but I feel like nah. I don't know. I definitely think he can fluctuate just like all these other players, just like Embiid, just like Tatum, just like AD, just like healthy Kawhi, just like healthy Bron. He can fluctuate because it's not just his playoff translation hasn't been magnificent. He been iffy, especially last year in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to just lock him in the spot.
I'm not making up excuses for him. I'm just, like I said, I'm not going to hold these 2 years just outright on him. And I'm the main guy that's been preaching about the fact that KD's lack of ability to dribble in traffic is still a thing after all these years of him being in the league. So I'm all for, if it like holding him accountable. But for these last 2 years, I can't really get on him like I would anybody else because he was playing under like significant like structure problems. Like you're playing for a franchise that gives away your second best player and gives you a player that's not even going to play, and Ben Simmons, and you sort of you're expected to perform a carry job. With the likes of
hold on. He still got Kyrie. They got Seth Curry out of that. What are you talking about?
No, but you have Kyrie, but you haven't got to play with him like that.
Yeah, and he didn't have a single good game. Like, come on, I expect KD in a series to at least have.
For real, not one good game, Justin, bro, in the playoffs. Not one good game.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
He did.
No,
I'm talking against the Celtics. He didn't have one good game.
No,
nothing.
I don't care what the stat line was. He was not getting any.
Exactly. Forget the stats.
Okay, maybe he wasn't like excellent, but he was like okay.
In what game?
Forget the stats. Forget the stats.
He was just out there jacking, bro, because they seasons on the line.
He was turning it over like crazy
That's
too.
True.
Like,
that's true. But not like okay, you're right.
Yeah. He was dribbling the ball off his foot.
It was all right.
He was like.
It was a bad postseason.
Then he was sleeping. He got backdoored by Tatum. Tatum game winner.
I thought you were about to say gangbang. I was about to say, boy, be you, boy.
He got backdoored. He was turning over. He was getting the shot block. He couldn't drive left. Like, bruh. I'm giving these dude this hypothetical
Yeah, I'm
passes.
not.
Like, okay, it's because he's 7 feet and he got a hezzy tween. Nah, bro.
Yeah,
I need to see
that's my
the
main problem with the guys over in Players Choice. Like, bro, just say what it is, bro. It's because
Oh nah, they
Yeah,
it's because he is, it's because he's 7 foot and he's unique offensively. That after all this time, you still can't admit that he has very
decent.
glaring flaws.
he does.
Like,
Like,
just
Luke overturned him. Yeah, I mean,
Hey, hey Jay, go check that game for. Go check that game for.
Was it game 3? It might have been game 3. I don't remember.
No,
I know
no,
it
no,
was
no.
one game.
Oh, I mean,
He was all
nah,
right.
man.
He was all
Yeah,
right.
he was all right, but game 4 he had 39. Game 4
yeah,
he had 39. He
that's
just
the game. That's the
Okay,
game when he was like jacking
Yeah,
and
he was jacking. Okay,
yeah,
okay.
but he did not shoot good in that game. He was 3 for 11 from 3. He was 13 to 31 from the field.
yeah, 31. Like it's like even game 1, Kyrie gave you damn near 40, and
Yeah,
he
they should
still
have
lost.
won that shit.
Yeah,
But yeah,
they
KD
needed that
missed
win.
Tatum on the back door, not on the back door, on the cut, I think.
Yeah,
I mean for that
they
series,
really
Tatum
needed that win.
Durant gave you 26 points on 38.6% from the field, and how many turnovers? Like 5 turnovers a game.
Yeah, he was turning over like a lot, like because I mean he doesn't normally handle the ball that much as he was in that series.
Hey,
Yeah,
Normally has a problem.
hey boys, I'm finna hop off, but
we got
y'all
shut
getting
down
on
college.
It is getting late. It's like
y'all,
yeah, man.
y'all,
Hey,
y'all, what game y'all be playing?
2K they talking about.
yeah,
oh nah,
yeah.
I'll be on
Yeah,
Warzone.
Warzone.
Holla at me.
On Warzone?
Hell yeah. Don't play
Hey man,
no games like. I'm gonna let you
hey,
know right now. I'm a retired streamer, so I really do the try hard shit.
that's cool. I ain't really been playing because I drive trucks right now. I'm on the road, but hey, like when I'm home, hey,
For
I got
sure.
2KD. I ain't trading. Hell no.
Nah, for sure.
That's bad. I'm gonna get your info from Besto and I'm gonna message you.
Say less, gang. Say less.
All right, that's good.
All right, boys.
All right, y'all boys.
all right, man.
All right,
Appreciate y'all boys.
Hey, bro, it's all love,
Man,
bro.
y'all need to stop streaming when I'm driving, bro. I be trying to
bro.
join with
Bro,
y'all.
nah,
Man,
we
y'all
did,
need,
bro.
y'all
Now
need
we
to
did.
stream.
Now we
Y'all
did.
need
Was
to
about to.
stream at
We did about to
9:30.
get off like maybe like 2 hours ago, and then
Yeah, but then he jumped in.
y'all pulled up. So shit, we was like, man, fuck it, man.
And y'all need to start streaming at like 9 something for your boy, man. I need to talk
Well,
to
Bro,
y'all,
I'll
well,
be
man.
done driving by then.
we had
we were watching the
got
game.
on. We got on around like 8 something, and we was like watching the game. The NBA came after us.
They got a copyright strike.
yeah, stopped our stream, so we had to restart it. But yeah, man, that was a fun episode, man. I appreciate everybody tuning in. You made it this far. I really fuck with you. Make sure you like the video for us, subscribe to the channel. You got something else to say, Drew?
Oh man, no, that was fun. That was probably our longest stream, right?
That's probably the longest one, but yeah. All right, man. Peace out, everybody.